Hello, and welcome to another night of Get There Streams.
Yay!
You can find us here every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Tonight, I am joined by Justin.
Hello.
My name is Kirby, as you can not yet see at the bottom of the screen. And we're going to be playing some Legacy.
Yep, exciting time here tonight. Usually, obviously, you see a lot of Modern on the stream, but we had a clamoring for some Legacy, so we decided to do that. As you can see, we've got quite a different range of decks here tonight. Starting out with a Maverick versus Shops, which is going to be all sorts of fun. Big fan of Shops.
It does not actually have Shops in it.
Right.
But
you can't,
it is Shops.
Yeah,
I thought Harley was just making up a silly name again.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the list and it's like, no, you got it. Okay.
That's what it is.
All right. So let's start off with Connor's list on Maverick. All right. So the main... Stop that. Sorry. Got some background noise. Anyways, some of the most iconic cards for this deck is Knight of the Reliquary, where you're searching up a bunch of different lands, a lot of times wasteland, to go and just cut your opponent off of their mana.
Certainly.
Connor is also running the Dark Depths Thespian Stage combo, so you can just make a 20-20 and win. You know, fair magic.
Yeah.
He also has a few utility lands in there. Bajuka Bog to deal with any graveyard decks. You have Karakas hiding in there somewhere? No?
Yep. We do have a new M19 card here.
Ah, there it is. Always likes to hide on this screen. So we are allowing M19 cards for tonight. Connor might be the only one running any.
I think he is, actually.
Yeah, but he wanted to try out this new little dino, Runic Armsor. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card. And one ability this includes is actually Deathrite Shaman's ability to make mana. Since it targets, it is not technically a mana ability.
Yeah, you're right.
So, kind of like strong cards, and it's a dino.
Well, there's many
best of both worlds.
Yeah, as many Deathrite Shamans as there are in Legacy right now. That seems pretty solid, actually.
Yeah. But overall, this deck is very much a toolbox-style deck. You got Green Sun Zenith to go search up all these different cards. You have Stoneforge Mystic to go search up all your different equipment. Besides that, you got like Mother of Runes Protect. Deathrite Shaman is just too good for the format not to play it.
Yeah.
And like Scavenging Ooze, deal with some graveyard stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of other fun one-ofs.
Yeah, there's a little bit of everything to kind of cover the entire format. This is definitely one of the most fair decks in the format, by far. But let's check out Harley's deck, which I'm more excited about, because I'm a huge fan of artifacts. So this deck honestly just looks like Affinity when you stare at it at the beginning, but then you'll start noticing a lot of fun things like Lodestone Golem, Chalices, Thorns. Just lock your opponent out of the game, and you beat them down because you just don't care.
So for Legacy, what you expect is either a very combo-centric deck,
Yes.
a Deathrite Shaman deck, or a Chalice of the Void deck. Connor's deck is category number 2, and Harley's deck is definitely category number 3.
Certainly.
In addition to Chalice of the Void, it's running Thorn to slow down the opponent, and a couple Lodestone Golems for a little bit more of that effect. Like Harley... This deck is very interesting because it does play a little bit like Affinity with Arcbound Ravager, where you can just sack a bunch of artifacts to it, put it on one of your flyers, and just beat down.
Yeah.
Or it can also play a lot slower game, like make it so your opponent can't really do very much, kind of gum up the board, and then grind them out a little bit. Like you have Walking Ballista, you can just slowly tick up, shoot down any of their creatures.
Yeah.
Also in the sideboard, we have a couple Karn.
Ooh.
That guy's making a little splash in Legacy. This is definitely a good deck for it.
I was going to say, its minus seems absurd here.
I already experienced it in Modern, in the Affinity deck, just making a 6/6.
Yep.
You know, no big. So that can definitely end the game quickly, or if you're facing a more grindy matchup, just be able to draw a bunch of cards off of it.
Definitely. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch some Magic.
Yep. Let's get started. All right. So, since I'm not very familiar with the Legacy Shops deck, I'm not sure how this matchup goes.
Yeah, I don't know. So it definitely feels like whoever's on the play has obviously got a huge advantage. Where Connor is going to be trying to cut Harley off of his soul lands and that sort of thing. Whereas Harley, if he gets the play, he's going to be able to Chalice on one, get those thorns out there to make it very difficult for Connor to actually do anything. And then he's also got Sorcerer Spyglass, things of that nature. He just wants to cut him out. I like the Shops matchup here, personally. I think it can be a little more explosive. But the Maverick deck has the tools to kind of mess with it.
Yeah. So Harley's deck has Thorn the Amethyst, which we mentioned. But Connor's deck is very creature-based.
Yeah.
Probably more creature-based than most Legacy decks you'll see.
Very true.
So I don't know how much work that'll do. Like, it might be enough to slow Connor down.
Yeah.
Make his equipment, make his Swords of Plowshares cost a couple extra.
Yeah.
Depending on how many of that or Lodestone effects he has out.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you'll probably see them come out in games 2 and 3, I would assume. But at the beginning, I think it's still fine. It's still going to hurt like Green Suns and things of that nature.
yeah. I think this is definitely a matchup you do bring in Karn,
Certainly.
where
yeah.
it's very grindy. Being able to make those large creatures is going to give you a pathway to victory here.
Oh yeah. Well, they're going to combat the Knights very well. They kind of grow about the same rate.
Okay. Now it looks like Harley mulled down to 6. And I believe we are ready to go.
All right, looks like Connor is on the play. He's going to lead with a Verdant Catacombs. Harley with a slower start than we were hoping for here with just an Inventor's Fair.
It looks like Connor's probably going to be following up with a Scavenging Ooze the following turn. He also has a Knight of the Reliquary in his hand, one of the key cards of this deck as we were talking about, and a Scrib Ranger. That way you can get extra activations out of that Knight. It does look like Harley has Revoker. That's going to allow him to combat either the Scavenging Ooze or the Knight, and a Lodestone Golem to try to slow things down.
Connor does have the Abrupt Decay to deal with that.
Ooh, and Harley misses a land drop.
That is not good here.
No. Like I know he mulled down to 6, but mulling into a 1-lander that isn't a soul land seems really risky.
Yeah, I don't like it. Definitely don't like it.
No, sir.
No, sir. Don't like it. Mr. Horse is not happy.
Connor decides to just go ahead and play a Scrib Ranger at end of turn instead of Abrupt Decaying. He just wants to hold on to that for something a little bit better.
Certainly.
And there's his Dino Buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Why play a Knight of the Reliquary when you can draw cards?
But now he has a Dino Buddy.
Yeah.
It's totally worth it. Look at that guy. So cute. It's adorable.
It's a good blocker, too.
It's true. Does block.
I'm very curious how that card's going to be for Standard, because you remember the days of Corsair Crewfix and how that just stalled any type of aggro deck.
Yep.
And that was only 4 toughness. So, very curious how that'll work.
Well, it should be pretty good, but with the addition of the red decks having a Soulscar Mage these days, that actually, like, toughness is not as big a deal as it used to be. Because now you'll be able to Lightning Strike or Shock it to knock it down while hurting its power as well.
I love that card. I wish it saw more play.
Same.
Like, I think your Modern deck's the only Modern deck I've seen with it.
That and there was a Wizards deck that, who was it, Ryan Overturf was playing that was really bad. It was real bad.
Oh, man. But did you see that Spell Pierce play? Yeah, for anybody that had missed it, if you're able to dig into the archives, I want to say it was a few opens back.
Was that Minneapolis?
Minneapolis. and it definitely shows how just playing your cards confidently can trick your opponent. His opponent had 2 lands wide open, and he just slammed the Spell Pierce, and his opponent's like, okay, it's countered.
It was great.
Yeah. So we got a little bit more of a board state. Harley being able to hit his Ancient Tomb has built up his board a bit. He was able to drop down a Thorn in the Amethyst. Phyrexian Revoker, likely on Knight of the Reliquary. I believe that's why Connor turned it upside down.
Yeah.
And a Walking Ballista on 1.
Not too bad here. Unfortunately for Harley, we do have the Abrupt Decay to get rid of that if we want to. But we're definitely just going to follow it up probably with another Knight of the Reliquary because they're better in pairs. They're much better in pairs.
Also, that Knight is swinging in for at least 4. Connor has the option of fetching right now to pump it up to 5. He has the Abrupt Decay to deal with the Phyrexian Revoker.
Yep.
So that he can Scrib Ranger, untap Knight, and activate Knight again.
Now, interesting there. Did Harley not activate the Walking Ballista? So he did not. Connor didn't draw a card. It's hilarious that it actually stopped 1 damage. Good job, Dino. You did it.
Well, I believe the Scrib Ranger is a 1/1. I think you get more value
From
killing
shooting that?
Yeah.
I agree.
I know that you have Phyrexian Revoker right now to turn off the Knight of the Reliquary, but Connor has many ways to get rid of that Revoker.
Definitely.
All right. Back over to Harley. It looks like he is still very light on lands.
Yeah, I don't know what he can do this turn. He's looking at his options. I see a Lodestone Golem in there, but I'm not going to be able to...
I think that's going to be his play for turn.
Good. He didn't really have much else going on, I suppose. This does seem a bit rough from this board state for Harley. I don't think we're going to make it out. Oh.
Well, the other big thing right here is if Connor wanted to, he would be able to equip the sword to the Dino and just get in. Lodestone can't even deal with it.
Yep.
He's going with the safer play of just attaching it to his Scrib Ranger. That way there's no blocks. So he can make sure to get the trigger off of his sword.
Definitely. I think it makes sense. I like it.
And Scrib Ranger flies.
Important text. Gonna make Harley think about it here for a second.
Yeah, this is looking really rough for Harley,
Yeah.
especially since Connor was able to knock him off his soul land, and he still hasn't drawn another land.
Yeah, I don't think Harley's going to come back from this one, unfortunately. But that's where he needed that correct, that hand at the beginning. I would have liked a mulligan of 5 there on what he had.
I agree.
After what we've seen here. I definitely agree with your assessment of, if you have 1 land that's not a soul land, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah. A little surprised Connor didn't search up a wasteland just to completely shut Harley down.
Definitely.
But okay. He decided to just put another Knight out there.
Nope. Wait.
Or not.
Oh, we can't cast it.
Lodestone Golem. Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, found... Nope. No good.
It's way too late.
No
All right. So Connor gets the first game, and we're going to move on over to the sideboard. See what fun things Connor has.
Alright, so...
We have our buddy Reclamation Sage. Hits a few targets.
It's a good one. It's probably
just a
pretty
couple.
good here.
Just a couple.
I like that. I like Abrupt Decays. I don't hate Batterskull either.
Batterskull seems fine. It definitely can compete with a lot of the cards that that Harley has, and being able to just return it and drop it again.
Yes.
Harley doesn't have many ways to interact with the permanents.
Definitely.
On Connor's side of the board. A lot of it's just try and slow you down, try to go bigger, or I guess he has Walking Ballista, but
Yeah.
that's not going to work too well against Batterskull.
Let's see, if you take out... I definitely like taking out Moms. They're not doing a thing.
I do not like Dampening Sphere here.
Agreed. No.
Like, I understand that it hits a majority of Harley's lands in this matchup, but this isn't really the matchup for it.
No.
I also question this deck even running them in the sideboard, because you're going to be playing very grindy matchups
True.
with it.
Yeah. I actually just
Well-
overall don't care for that card, to be completely honest.
I guess maybe he has it for Storm, but in that case, I would argue just putting in Thalias or Ethersworn Canonists.
Yeah, they're more congruent with the game plan you're actually doing. Instead of just an artifact that's sitting there and hopefully they don't get rid of it.
Okay. So, Rex Sage, couple of Erupt Decays, cut the Moms. Good to go?
Yeah, seems about right to
I
me.
think everything else is fine. Gaddock Teague is a little weak.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's going to be doing too much in this matchup. Maybe putting in Garruk Relentless.
Sure.
Planeswalker's pretty good here.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what.
And as you mentioned, Batterskull's probably fine too.
Yeah, let's see what Harley's got here. Ratchet Bomb seemed pretty good. Sorcerer Spyglass, of course, fantastic.
Yep.
Layla and the Voids, maybe. Like, shut off the Knights. Is that worth it?
So this is always a discussion I have with my opponent, since I typically play a Loam deck, and it's very similar to Maverick. I don't like ley lines necessarily. If it's something like Relic, sure. It's able to keep you off lands in the graveyard, shrink your knight, and eventually you can just cycle it.
Sure.
But a lot of times it feels like a dead card, because if you have an answer to just like kill a knight, then it's kind of whatever. Connor's also running Ramunap Excavator to try and lock out Harley,
Yeah.
so maybe that's more of an argument for it. Leyline's really meant for those dredge decks, those heavy graveyard decks
certainly.
that like require the graveyard to be able to combo off.
Yeah.
That's also why you want that turn 0 graveyard hate.
Yes.
But I do not love it in a Maverick or Loam against a Maverick or Loam matchup.
All right.
I definitely agree with you, Sorcerer's Spyglass, to shut off the Knight of the Reliquary's ability, because that is much more of a concern than the actual size of the Knight in a lot of cases.
Oh, yeah,
Being
most
able to
certainly.
search up those wastelands, being able to search up, I guess, in other matchups like Caracas or any other utility lands.
Well, I believe our players are about ready. If we want to go on down to the table.
Yeah, I think Spyglass and Karn are the big ones we want for this matchup.
Certainly. I agree.
Harley starts off with a Mishra's Factory, not a Mishra's Workshop.
Nope. And he doesn't have that either, because now it's wastelanded. This again, no soul land on turn 1 or 2. And that
But he
seems-
does have lands.
He does have lands.
Yes, he's got Wasteland to try and counteract what Connor's doing.
Definitely.
I would have preferred starting on a Wasteland.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
You kind of
Connor wants to Wasteland Harley's lands a lot more than Harley wants to Wasteland Connor's lands here.
Definitely true. Yeah, you definitely want to save that that factory. That's going to be doing work later.
And they both produce colorless. Like,
Yeah, they're not any different
Yeah.
outside of that.
all right. I see 2 knights in his hand,
Well-
but in Abrupt Decay.
Yeah. I mean, we can't help the abrupt decay. These things happen. But we definitely named Knight. Like,
Well, I think Harley was debating about naming Jitte there.
sure. I can understand that too.
I think they're both very good targets.
Yeah.
Quote, targets.
Right.
Not really naming targets.
But I don't
to
think
call
either
for
one's
this.
going to last very long, unfortunately.
You don't want to name Windswept Heath here. That's a bad one.
It's not going to do it. It's no good.
Connor does have a bit of a slow hand here. Like he has a piece of interaction. He has the Jitte, in which he's not going to be able to equip and use until turn 4. Like the Knights are good, but I think this is slow enough that Harley might be able to get under Connor, unlike the previous game.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, definitely. It depends on Harley's next turn, because, I mean, we're pretty sure Connor's just going to probably just hold up the Abrupt Decay. Most likely get rid of the Spyglass at some point. But I would like to see Harley either drop a piece of hate or just a threat, something. He could also take the Wasteland route. Just try to keep him off of those knights. But I don't. It depends on how many lands he has in hand. If that's worth it.
Yeah, he knows that Connor has 2 more lands in hand as well.
Yeah. It's probably not.
I could definitely see just going ahead, dropping Revoker, also calling Knight. Though we're not 100% certain what Spyglass is on right now.
Yeah.
But dropping Revoker.
Ooh.
Oh, he also has Ravager.
That's not bad.
Okay. So Revoker. Revoker can't name Windswept, but okay.
Yeah.
He did bring in the
Put the fear of God
spheres.
into him. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like I said before, I don't actually care for that card.
I was definitely unimpressed at the Modern IQ this past weekend with it. Like, yeah, it slowed down Tron a little bit, but they have enough answers for it.
Right.
And you're wasting that turn playing that card that's not going to do anything in the late game.
Exactly.
So, like, it's probably a better Storm hate card than it is a Tron hate card. Now, Alpine Moon, ooh, that's a good hate card.
It is.
All right.
Oh, little Deathrite Shaman action. Surprise, surprise.
And Harley does decide to go ahead and Wasteland Connor to try and set him back.
It makes sense. I like it. And for 2. Yeah.
He cannot do that. Harley does not have enough artifacts.
Oh, you're correct.
Stop him for a moment.
Harley, rewind. You don't have enough artifacts to activate Mox Opal. Yeah, good call on that.
Okay. So we're going back in time.
There we go.
All right.
And we did it. There.
So he was able to do everything, just he had to sequence everything a
Yeah.
little bit differently.
All right, I definitely like getting rid of that Deathrite Shaman. That's just a card that is just going to mess you up throughout the game. And also give Connor the mana to do whatever he needs to do. But he is going to follow this up with a Knight, most likely. Which I assume the Revoker is still on. Never got confirmation, but I'm sure we'll see momentarily.
Is Harley down just to 1 card left in hand?
It does look that way.
Okay.
Yep.
Because it's starting to feel like this deck kind of runs out of gas.
Agreed. All right.
All right.
That's not bad.
And he passes back to Connor.
Oh.
And we got Jitte. So it's definitely not on Jitte.
Nope.
So pretty sure it's on Knight.
Yep.
Harley's going to block with his Arcbound Ravager before damage, sack it to move the counter over to Lodestone Golem. Make sure that Connor does not get counters on his Jitte.
Definitely. Ooh.
All right. We got an Etch Champion. That's a pretty good counter to a Jitte.
Yeah, it seems strong. I like it.
Maybe that's how this deck wins. You put down an Etch Champion.
I mean, Etch Champion does win games, it turns out.
Connor's actually got an answer for that, though.
Does. That's very unfortunate here. This is going to be a very good turn for Connor.
Yep. All right. So Judgment's going to get rid of that Etch Champion.
And it's gone.
Connor's going to be able to swing in, get a couple counters on Jitte, destroy the Revoker, which is going to make it so he can activate his Knights again.
And really set back Harley, who's now only got 1 card in hand. And probably can't come back from that. That is a huge...
Yeah. Connor has
Huge
5
play.
lands in his graveyard right now, so that Knight is a 7/7.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure where Connor used the other counter.
I don't know. Did he? Oh, he gained life, I think.
Okay.
He was at 7, I believe. Yep.
Okay. Harley was just able to pump up his lodestone large enough to swing in and win.
Fantastic. Yeah, the draw there of Arcbound was huge.
It's just like clunky affinity.
It really is. Which makes me wonder, why didn't we just build it closer to Affinity? Just be aggressive. Because it feels like the deck wants to be aggressive, but it's also trying to do this other thing. But maybe this is just not the matchup to showcase
He wanted
that.
his peanut butter and chocolate too. Just it didn't end up making a Reese's. It just made a mess.
It made one of them off-brand Reese's. Like the mix is just wrong. The peanut butter's kind of grainy. You know, just, no good.
So we have chat talking a little bit about Alpine Moon. I definitely agree that it is a little bit narrow. Like, it is specifically a sideboard card for any decks that are getting like a little out of hand in the meta.
Yeah.
Like, you can use it against Tron. You can use it against Scape Shift. Like, they're going to have possible answers for it. Like, they're going to have to bring in their naturalized effects. Like, it's to be expected.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just the counterplay. Yeah, like, you bring in a sideboard card for me, I bring in a sideboard card to deal with your sideboard card.
Right.
So,
Yeah, like the Tron decks and Scape Shift decks have already known forever that artifacts and enchantments are their worst enemies. They've been playing these effects forever. Alpine Moon's just the newest. It's good. It's fine. But whatever.
the big part about it is versus Blood Moon, you can play it on turn 1. So that's probably when you're doing the least amount of stuff for your deck in most cases.
Go ahead.
And you don't have to worry about it messing up your mana base at all.
Correct.
Like, you don't have to be a Blood Moon style deck to play Alpine Moon. So that's a benefit to it.
Oh, by a lot, yeah, definitely.
I think in a lot of cases you don't care that they produce mana of any color.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't do much.
But it's not a replacement for Blood Moon. The decks that want to play Blood Moon want to play it to just completely shut off the opponent.
Definitely. Definitely true.
All right, so we're on to game number 3. Harley starts off with an Opal and a Walking Ballista, which Connor quickly attempts to swords,
Yeah.
gets poked for 1.
Alright, let's see. Harley's next play. He's going to have City and Lodestone. Pretty good.
And Connor's going to respond here to put out as a Scrib Ranger.
Definitely.
It can definitely get a little confusing having both Lodestone and Thorn
Yes.
in the same deck. It's like, okay, so this spell costs 1 more. This spell costs 2 more. This spell is fine? No.
No. At least he doesn't also play Trinisphere. Or does he? I don't think he
That
does.
seems like overkill.
Well, yeah.
Like,
that's
maybe in a
generally what it
sideboard
is.
against Storm.
Oh, sure. Yeah, like, good luck there. Old Arcbound. And... Yep.
We got Metalcraft.
Bolt Scourge. Seems good.
It's just slow affinity.
It is.
Look at it.
It actually
It's
is.
affinity. Let's go ahead and put in some soul lands and jam a Lodestone Golem in there.
I'd rather just play Mud. Like old school Mud. Which, had I played tonight, is totally what I would have played. 'Cause I never get enough opportunity to play that deck. I would lose to Storm every time, but it's fine. He's going to exile his graveyard. You don't want it. Get it on out of here for no reason.
And Connor can't do anything right now because
No.
Night costs 3.
Ooh. be
This
pretty good.
seems a little rough for Connor.
Does have abrupt decay though. I bet we're naming Knight.
Surprise! Since Connor doesn't have any lands in his graveyard right now, like I'm not really sure what those Knights are going to do. Like he's going to be taking a few hits.
Oh yeah.
And Harley might be able to just swing in this turn. Connor plays Knight. Harley's able to swing in an additional turn. And let's see, 5, 6. Yeah, sack artifacts to Ravager and put it on Signal Pest. Connor's forced to block with Knight, and like this might just be over in 2 turns.
Yeah. Let's see what he do here. All right, sack to Ravager. Oh, we go. Yep. Let's move that on over.
Chat just mentioned that last turn, instead of playing that Pajuka Bog, Connor could have just floated mana, bounce the Bayou to Scrib Ranger.
To make the 4th mana.
And that probably would have been put Connor in a much better position than he currently is.
Definitely true.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
And,
Connor is
oh boy.
Dark Depths. All right.
All right, here
This
we go.
This is definitely an out for Connor. The big thing right now is Harley needs to be able to. So let's see. Connor blocks with a Scrib Ranger here, so that he still has his Knight on the following turn. A little surprised Harley didn't swing with the Lodestone.
I was
here.
trying to do the math to see why he wouldn't, but
It's likely that it's just going to get blocked either way.
yeah. Well, here we go.
And I don't feel that Harley need to keep a blocker back. Like that Knight's only a 2/2. Maybe he has a fetch land or something, and Scrib Ranger make it a 4/4, but
Yeah.
or a 5/5 search up a fetch. But yeah, this is definitely Connor's out. He might be able to survive this.
All right, we're gonna do the float mana plan. Okay.
Plays Dino Buddy.
Cool.
Yeah, Harley is kind of in trouble here.
Yeah.
So there is one problem with Connor's play.
Yes.
He can't get Thespian Stage and activate Thespian Stage this turn.
Right.
Had he chose not to play the dinosaur, he would be able to get the 20/20 and just finish the game next turn. I don't think there was a way that Harley would have been able to get in lethal damage.
We can't go get the...
He can get the Thespian Stage, but he can't activate it.
No,
He's mana short.
Knight's still named with Sorcerer's Spyglass.
Oh, you are correct. Because he chose instead Abrupt Decay, the Signal Pest.
The Vault Scourge, yeah.
Or Vault Scourge.
The flying dude, yes.
Yes.
The bird. Yeah, but it just means there are multiple outs for Connor to be able to get rid of that. Or just draw the Thespian Stage.
Yeah.
Harley just does not have enough threats to keep it going.
What are your thoughts of just swinging in with Lodestone here and forcing Connor in a position where he has to either chump block or try to trade with it?
I think it's fine. So
Like,
help clear the way for your factories, hopefully.
like he would have to block with. He would have to double block in order to get rid of the lodestone.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like just passing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be doing something.
Yeah. Like you don't want Connor to have more time here.
No, I think that's only going to hurt.
Looks like Connor's putting another Dino Bunny on top.
More Dino Buddy.
Yes, it is a 2-5 Dino. It's got a big butt.
Mm-hmm. Scribbity scrib. Don't forget to do the thing. Play the land. Okay.
Gonna poke him in the air. What's Harley got? It's got something.
Okay.
Fetch champion?
Okay.
Okay. This is going to be hard for Connor to deal with.
He wants to leave up the factories. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's understandable. And... oh,
I believe that was a stone forge you put on top.
yes?
Okay. He's not going to be able to play whatever equipment he searches up this turn,
Yeah.
but he'll have it ready for the following turn.
Alright, that costs one more. There you go. That's the one. What do we get here?
If he has Sword of Fire and Ice, I like getting that still. Well, no. He's at a low enough life that I think Batterskull is probably the correct play.
Yeah.
If he had a little bit more life, I would argue Sword of Fire and Ice so that he can start grinding his advantage.
Sure.
Jit's also fine.
That's actually probably better.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper to equip and all that good stuff.
And he can choose to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, because right now the Edge Champion just swings twice through all his stuff and he dies.
Mm-hmm. This is also his one way to deal with Etch Champion.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense.
So right now, Harley really wants a Ravager.
Yeah, Ravager just wins the game. Ballista wins the game.
Yes. So he's got a few outs.
Yeah, definitely.
Wonder if he's playing anything else spicy we're forgetting about. I can get him out of this. His own Jitte. Doesn't win it, but it definitely pushes the advantage. It allows him to deal with the Scrib Ranger, so maybe that Jitte doesn't get through.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're not windmill slamming it, so it's probably not great.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what we do here, we're going to swing with that Edge Champion. That just has to be the play. Yep. Put Connor down to 1.
The pew.
And... ooh.
All right.
Over.
So that Revoker is going to keep that Jitte from
Yep.
really wrecking Harley's stuff.
Definitely pretty good. All right, what else we
Connor's
got?
digging.
Scoos? Is that what he got there? 2 lands and a Scoos?
That's what it looks like.
Well,
Yeah, Connor shuffled recently, right? Oh yeah, to search for the Jitte. Because he had a Ramanap floating around the top for a little bit.
mm-hmm. And Connor is just... he's just dead, right?
Yeah, I don't think he has anything he can do here.
So I can see gain 1.
And swing. And
Yeah.
it's going to draw a card.
Yep, there it is.
All right. And Harley gets it 2-1. Legacy Shops versus Maverick. All right. Our next match is going to be Connor and Maverick again. versus...
Corey on Aloran.
Let's bring that Aloran deck list up.
Here we are.
So this fun deck, for anybody not familiar.
Me.
So it's...
Nah, I know the deck, kind of.
Yeah. So its namesake card, Aloran, is a 4-mana enchantment in green that lets any player cast a creature card with CMC 3 or less as though it had flash and without paying its mana cost. So why is this so good?
I wonder.
The deck likes to kind of abuse that ability. You have cantrips like Baleful Strix, Shardless Agent, which is Cascade, which is a little bit better than a cantrip in a lot of cases. Gluttonous Crane, which can go get your Baleful Strix, your Parasitic Strix, which I'll get back to in a minute, and your Shardless Agent. You got a couple Leovolds. It's just a very strong card that the deck can play.
Definitely.
Any type of interaction that your opponent does just draws you more cards, and it really shuts off Brainstorm.
Oh, yeah.
But the combo that the deck likes to finish with, when possible, is Cavern Harpy. When that enters, you have to bounce a black or blue creature. If you don't have another creature, you have to bounce itself. But you can bounce that to replay your Shardless Agent or Baleful Strix to dig deeper.
Okay.
And eventually hit Parasitic Strix, where if you have that and Cavern Harpy, you get to repeatedly drain your opponent for 2. You're getting 2 life, so you can just pay the life to return Cavern Harpy back to your hand without an issue.
I see.
And it allows you just to kill your opponent on the spot. And between the Baleful Strix, the Shardless Agent, Gluttonous Crane, like, you have all these ways to just dig for your combo. That's why it's only playing 2 Parasitic Strix and 3 Cavern Harpy.
Gotcha. Okay.
Besides that, you got Brainstorm, you got Ponder to help dig, you got a Sylvan Library, because you're playing green and you want to draw cards. You got Force of Will, because you're a blue deck. And also a few Abrupt Decay, just to deal with any problematic cards.
Yeah.
But this deck can both just grind your opponent out, or win on the spot.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet.
So let's get down to our match.
Well, we got half our match.
All right. I guess let's bring it back over to Connor's deck for the time being.
No, I think they're ready.
Are we ready?
I think they're about ready. But well, let's talk about this real quick. Who do you like in this matchup?
I like Aloran here.
Okay.
Like, Maverick has a few ways to interact, but I believe Aloran can just grind out better. Aloran also plays basics, so you can't get wastelanded out quite as easily as a lot of decks.
Okay. I haven't really watched a whole lot of Aloran. Pretty excited to see how this goes down.
A lot of my knowledge of it is playing against it.
Sure.
And like, I'll compare Maverick to Loam a lot of times, but like, Aloran can just grind you out, and it can just also win on the spot. Like, trying to keep back your removal to react to Aloran, like, you're just playing a game of chicken with them once the Aloran's out.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna start out the Bayou from Connor. Ooh, Deathrite Shaman for Corey.
Plus, you get to play Deathrite Shaman.
You can play Deathrite Shaman in literally every deck, and it just doesn't matter. Ooh.
Yep.
Now,
this is one great card that Connor does have in this matchup.
Yeah, that seems pretty okay here.
Having that main deck, especially in a Green Sun style deck, is very helpful and helps you just win some of those matchups that aren't nearly as favored.
It's a very, very unfair card.
Yeah. And this is going to keep Corey off of his Alorans and his Force of Wills. So he's going to have to dig for an Abrupt Decay if his plan is to combo off here. But plan B, let's try to grind out value.
Yeah.
Does Corey actually have black border duels?
Those are Bordefies.
All right.
I was looking at those pretty hard. I was like, come on.
They seemed a little off. I didn't know if there were any collector's editions or...
Yeah. Well, we got Dino, buddy.
This is going to be pretty good against Deathrite Shaman and Cavern Harpy.
Yeah. But Corey's going to be able to dig through his deck here with that Sylvan Library. That's going to be very good for him.
He also has some Baleful Strix that are going to be on doing some really good defense.
Oh, yeah. Looking pretty hard at these cards. I wish I knew what they were.
Oh, that one's good.
That one. Card number 2. We want it to be card number 1. Maybe.
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 Corey really likes to think through his decisions. And really trick us in the booth.
He does. It's hard to commentate for.
I mean, it's great to commentate for.
Is it? I'm going to start making up jokes. And, oh, no, wait. He wants to. Yes.
Okay.
We did it. Did the thing. All right.
Yeah, that Dino's pretty good against Corey.
It does seem
All
pretty
those
okay.
fetches.
I like it. It's definitely going to see a lot more activations than it did last time.
Chat is asking, what is
It's-
that blue creature? I
It's
don't
the
know.
Stegosaurus. It's the green card that looks blue.
Yeah, are we talking the 2/5?
Mm-hmm.
It's also green. Deathrite's kind of a blue card nowadays.
Might as well
In
be.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Just can't pitch it to Force.
No, but it makes blue.
Is it a blue card in Corey's hand? Maybe it's the green? I think they're confused by the misprinted Stegosaurus.
Alright.
And it looks like we're going to do a little cascading.
I like it. See what we get. Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Seems fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can put those
Draw
in your hand.
cards.
There you go.
Everybody likes drawing cards.
Everybody loves to draw cards.
Sylvan Library draws card. Cascade is kind of like drawing cards. Brainstorms draw cards. Ponder in Hands draw cards.
Yep.
Baleful Strix draw cards.
Apparently dinosaurs draw cards.
Dinosaurs draw cards now. They're quite more intelligent than we thought.
Cards for days.
Mm-hmm. He's thinking hard about this.
Okay. And
We should give Corey a new Miracles deck.
Mhm.
Really test his deck manipulation skills.
Yes. So we're up to 2 cards drawn from Stegosaurus, by the way. I'm gonna try to keep count of that. It's not too bad here.
We're gonna have to talk to Corey after this about adding counters that we can interact with.
Yes. Right now we're on the dino counter. It would have to be Jeff Goldblum, right? Just down at the bottom. Every time you hit one, it's just da na 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 na. Just that part of the song. That's it.
We need a Planet of the Dinosaurs movie.
Okay.
So like far off in the future, after Jurassic Park, a bunch of scientist dinosaurs find this amber, and they make a clone of Jeff Goldblum.
Heck yeah. Let's go. Well, Connor just double wastelanded Corey.
Ooh,
So, that was
bet Corey wish he had a dinosaur. He would have drawn 2 cards.
Yeah, he would have. For some reason, we didn't want to swing with Gaddock Teague. We didn't want to trade with the Shardless Agent. Come on. Why not?
I heard Jeff Goldblum's actually only in about a minute of the new Jurassic Park. It's very sad.
Really?
Yeah,
Aw. He's too busy making Marvel films.
he's pretty good at them.
It's great. Best actor of our generation.
Wonder if he got turned to dust.
Probably. No, he just died. No, I'm not going to say. You know what? I already said it. Spoilers, but whatever. I don't care. How long's the movie been out? It's almost on DVD at this point.
Yeah, I think 2 weeks after Infinity War came out, like
Mm-hmm.
we were finally allowed to start talking about spoilers.
Well, considering the meme started immediately of
Yeah.
like just dust is now a character. Oh, look, dirt. My new favorite Avenger.
What was it, like a 1 week rule for Game of Thrones?
I guess. I don't know. I don't watch that show. I've cared nothing about that show.
Same. It's. I just know around the office, people are like, "No spoilers, no spoilers." It's like I never
coming
even
up-
see anybody talk about it in my Facebook feed. We got different friends.
I like coming up with fake spoilers for them. They think I'm spoiling it. They're just like, no, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Then when they start talking about it with their friends, they're like, oh, it didn't happen.
I'd have to
I hate that guy.
Wikipedia like character names. I
Oh,
don't
it's
know
worth
where to start.
It's worth it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you just do it like one night. You write down a bunch of notes, and you got it ready for like next month or so.
Ooh, look up fanfic.
Oh, there you go.
Just start reading it off.
Somebody's already done the work for me.
All right. So we got some creatures.
Yeah.
Connor still has his Gaddock Teague and his Dino. What's the name of the Dino?
Great question.
Ricky? Ricky, we have an important task for you.
Fred the Steak.
What is the Dino's name? The 2/5 that Connor is playing in his deck.
Fred. I'll pull up next week.
Using the power of Google to find out now.
It's a race.
Old Dirty Bastard. ODB for Connor asked for it in the chat. Just scroll up in the chat. Asked all of me.
It is Runic Armasaur.
There you go.
Oh, it's up on the screen.
Hey,
Yeah.
found it.
Got us, Ricky.
That's what that blue card is. That's not blue.
That's why we hired you.
What I'm getting paid?
In exposure.
Please stop exposing yourself.
Stop. Da-na-na-na-na.
All right. So,
Here we go.
Connor's in an alright position right now with no Reliquary. He's going to be able to keep Corey off lands.
This one, right?
Yes.
That's the one.
5 out of 7.
He's at least that many creature types.
5/7 of a creature type. Alright. Corey does have the Abrupt Decay to finally deal with that Gaddock Teague, but that Knight can get a little threatening.
Yeah.
It's been a interesting game.
It has. A lot of the.
I don't know what those Wastelands really did.
Nothing.
Yeah. Like, there might have been an argument just for Connor to build up his board more and try to get more aggressive. Corey's already down to 10.
Yeah.
Do you like some moderately played?
Also looks like Connor's going to be drawing another card because Corey's going to have to pop that Polluted Delta to be able to Abrupt Decay.
Yeah.
And Connor might have a 2020 next turn.
He's probably going to have a 2020 next turn.
Probably going to have a 2020.
Probably better known as Mirror Legion. Why did
Where's that soundboard?
we swing? Why did we
Why
swing?
did we swing?
Why did we swing with
He
the knight?
left open 2 mana. No.
You were the chosen one.
Bold strike.
Okay. So,
Like,
just
well, when we said, hey, Connor should be aggressive here, Corey's at 10, we meant before you got the Dark Depths and could kill him next turn. We meant before you wastelanded him and did nothing. Yeah, this is not liking this.
no, unless he doesn't have the stage in hand, does he? Because then that makes a little more sense.
At this rate, you might just draw it anyways.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. It's Abrupt Decay, that Gaddock Teague.
Get that out of here.
And maybe we'll get to combo off next turn. I have no idea what's in his hand. Does he have a Force, a Deathrite? Probably still that Baleful Strix.
Yeah. Maybe we'll combo. Who knows? Probably not.
Combo Wombo. Yeah, thinking.
Yeah, there we go, right. Alright, do the thing. With that thing.
Got a couple Force of Wills there.
And another card. I like how we all try
Yeah,
to turn.
we keep tilting.
We're just looking at a TV screen trying to see.
Friends, like, tilting your head at a flat screen TV is not going to help you.
It does help you turn sharper in Mario Kart,
It's
though.
just going to hurt. No, tilting the controller is going to help
No,
you turn.
whole body. It's a whole body
Whole body?
experience. Yeah, you gotta throw
I'm just not
yourself
putting
across
enough
the-
into it.
Exactly.
That's how you get that purple boost, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
You get the light boost, then the orange boost. No, orange boost, then blue boost, then purple boost. Did I get that right?
Sure.
All right. just not put my body into it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Then if you're drunk, you get a whole new boost through the wall. Or it might just be at the wall. You're just there. And you
Well, that's how you accidentally kill Sean. Sean doesn't remember any of it.
that was the wall he hit. That was the problem.
Then he was outside in the parking lot for an hour.
Wish I'd been there for that. Oh,
All right.
snap.
So we got the Aloran. Okay.
Right.
He's got a Parasitic Strix in hand. Does he have the full combo? And does Connor have anything he can do to interact? He's got a Stego.
All right.
Lego Mastego.
Well, interestingly, won't he just, like... He gets to, like, draw all the cards. Right?
He does.
So, I mean...
I guess, yeah, he can
No, I
draw
don't
into an Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually stop it, because Corey can just activate it again.
Yeah.
It's just neat. Maybe you can mill Connor out instead of killing him with damage.
Corey would like to draw a card now.
Ken has card, please. Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Okay. Do. Oh. You can untap the
The
knight to go get the Thespian Sage.
Okay.
You know,
What does that do, though?
so,
Because Corey's just going to win on his turn.
oh, correct. No, I'm just saying, like,
I think
if...
Connor's just...
Yeah, Connor's just trying stuff. Oh, that's not bad here.
Okay, now Corey can just respond.
Yeah. That's where that's at. Does he have the pieces to actually do it
Yeah,
right now?
I don't know if he has the Cavern Harpy is the thing.
Yeah, that's what matters here. Okay.
Okay, if he has it. Okay.
Okay, so we got a hope.
Yep. Hope he hits it. Hope he hits something to dig into it.
Yeah.
Another Aloran. Deathrite Shaman. That is a whiff.
That's no good. Alright, now at that point... I mean, Corey's not dead, obviously. He's got blockers for this Merit Lage and stuff, but...
Connor's got a lot of creatures because he had a lot
Oh, yeah,
of
that's
cards.
right. We didn't look over there. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Connor used a Lurin as well. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. I think Corey might be out of tricks here. It's going to be really sad
Yeah.
if he then just draws a Cavern Harpy off of that Baleful Strix.
It really is. Alright, alright. Depression resolves.
Swallow sadness.
Has card now? Okay.
It's Brainstorm.
Okay. Well, here we are.
Yeah, this isn't going to be good.
No.
Like, if Connor had one more mana available,
Yeah.
then he would be able to go get Thespian Stage and actually activate at the same turn. Because I believe that Deathrite Shaman is summoning sick.
It is.
And then protection to Merit Lage and just swing on in.
Yep.
But this is still a very difficult board for Corey to get around.
Yeah. And especially considering... So he
What
has a
equipment-
Brainstorm in hand.
What
Two
equipment
of his
did Connor
alarm-
get?
Oh, I don't know. Did he get Jit?
He might just have all of them. He's drawing all the cards.
That is fair. But Corey's got 2 of his Allurans on the bottom of his deck.
Yeah.
That really sucks. Alright. We got a sword.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah, seems fine.
Kind of makes it hard for Corey to block.
Indeed.
Gonna go get a land.
This is the little land.
Yeah, Connor has just enough mana to drop it into play and equip.
Mm-hmm.
Is that route better, or is it better just to go ahead and
Make
Dark
the,
Depths here?
Yeah.
Like, it might be correct to just go ahead and press your advantage.
Yeah, because you could just swing and whatever, and then still make Merit Liege, and seems fine. Nope, not gonna do that though. Alright, gonna do this. This is also fine, but I think I do like the other play a little more. Scribbity. Okay. I would have attacked with some more stuff. Well, I guess it's fine.
I guess he's just playing it very safe. Like, he wants to keep that mom back.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's really too worried about anything dying, to be honest.
Right. Yeah, it feels way too safe.
All right.
Baleful, land,
Land.
I think land, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's no good.
Let's see.
You could draw the
can-
fetch land.
We can go
Brainstorm?
Baleful, draw fetch, Brainstorm. Unless he needs all of his mana. Like, he might want to see how much value he can get out of this Brainstorm.
I think I like just fetching, looking at a fresh 3 and going from there. I don't know really how we're getting out of this.
Hey, Connor decks. I was about to ask the same question
Is the
chat
Dino
did. Is the Dino Draw mandatory? I do not think it is. I think it's a May.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Runic Armasaur is a May.
Aw. Boo.
See how greedy he is, right?
Yeah. Did we get?
Did he get an Aloran?
I think he did.
I think he also got... Oh, did he just get the combo?
That would be great. Come
Yeah,
on.
he's got Aloran. He's got Parasitic Strix. Or, sorry, he has Cavern Harpy. He had Parasitic Strix.
Yeah.
So that might just be on top of the deck now. So he gets to Aloran, Cavern Harpy, bounce the Baleful Strix, replay,
Yeah. Say we get a few draws here. Oh God. Okay, so
This is the Earth.
it's a pretendessor. She must say wrong. All right. So here we go. Oh, he's responding with a knight. Okay, you have a knight and a bird.
Bird.
It's like, I got bird too.
Bird.
Bambi. That's not a bird.
Bambi, I didn't know you could fly. Bird. I hope 2 of you got that reference in the chat.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna bounce. Got to draw.
Draw a card. Should be the Strix, if I saw the card correctly. Yep.
Ooh.
Gonna drain. Don't believe
Yes.
Connor has any responses.
Yep. All right. Oh, Connor's gonna make him draw the card. Or he's
Yep.
gonna make. I like it.
Make him go to time, Corey.
Make him go to time. 27 more minutes of Alurin bouncing the same creature over and over.
This isn't the right deck.
All right. So Connor is responding to the Cavern Harpy return activation,
Yeah.
and then he's going to draw a couple cards.
Yeah, he's essentially getting his mana ready because he wants to. Well, what does he want?
I don't know. I thought he only had one Pride Mage in the main.
Yeah.
We're not to sideboard yet, so he doesn't have the Rex Sage.
You might think you can plow his way out of it.
Yeah,
And
I don't know what interaction you can have that actually gets him out of this at this point.
Yeah, he could have Swords of Plowshares. He does not have Abrupt Decay mana, though.
He has one Pride Mage made.
Yeah, but nothing's gonna. Anything he gets, Corey can just respond to.
So what Connor would need to do is respond to Corey casting the Cavern Harpy.
Okay, sure.
So the
Sure,
Harpy's
sure,
on the stack, and Corey can't do anything to save what's in play.
sure. Okay, sure.
Typically requires 2 answers. One to make them actually react, and then the second to deal with the problem.
Gotcha.
Corey has so many things to bounce, though. Connor can't get
Yeah.
There's 4 things that generate value for Corey. Corey's going to win. Regardless
Yeah, I
of
don't.
what Connor does.
Yeah, I don't think Connor actually can get out of it, but well, let them do their thing. Let
Like
them have fun. Let
the-
Connor draw the cards.
Yeah, the only way that Connor can really deal with this is being able to both answer the Parasitic Strix and I guess the Glint Nest Crane, because that doesn't cost Corey too much life in order to get,
Yeah.
and hope that Corey loses a bunch of life from his Cavern Harpy and that Baleful Strix doesn't dig for it. Like that is the situation in which Connor can win. So, as mentioned, Cavern Harpy is on the stack, so this is exactly when Connor needs to respond. He targets the Parasitic Strix with Swords of Plowshares. Corey can't really do anything there, so that forces Corey to then return the Glint Nest Crane and dig for another Strix. Unless...
Yeah.
Oh, the other one is dead. Yeah, so Corey actually... It only plays 2 Parasitic Strix, so
Yeah.
he can't get another one.
He can flood the field with critters.
You could. Well then.
Well, then Connor can also put...
Alright, so I believe Corey scooped?
Connor said, I'll give you that one.
Connor scooped. Okay.
They were both confused.
Oh, Connor scooped.
Everyone was confused. No one was ready. So,
Alright,
so this is
let's
the deck we
pull
saw.
back.
Here's the deck.
Let's
Y'all seen that? It's pretty
focus on
sweet.
the deck again.
Oh boy, here we
All right.
go.
So for this matchup,
Yeah, huh? What you thinking?
I like to talk to Toxic Deluge here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Deals with Mother of Runes and anything it's trying to protect.
Yep.
You can deal with the Knights pretty well. I don't like Dread Knight here since it only has a limited number of targets, and like a Mother of Runes is the only thing that actually kills.
Yeah, that's
So-
not worth it.
I like bringing in the Caracas in
Mhm.
case Connor is able to get his 2020.
Yes.
Gilded Drake's a little interesting here. I don't know that this is the matchup you wanted. That's a show and tell
Yeah.
style card.
Definitely. I think I'm.
But I don't know. You got your Baleful Strix to block. You don't mind.
It's true. It's true. Well,
As chat mentioned, you can also steal the Dino.
take the
That guy
dino.
right up on screen.
Yeah. So proud. of him.
Connor's got a lot of activations.
He really did. I've stopped counting.
It would really tilt him.
All right.
I think also the Jitte is a good one,
Oh,
and
sure.
Abrupt Decay has a lot of targets.
Yeah, Abrupt Decay is just great.
We didn't see that Leovold. That would have been a good one to have.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
let's head on over to Connor's deck. See what he's bringing in.
And
Damping Sphere actually seems really good for this matchup.
hilariously, yes. Sweet free things, JK.
Yeah, I like that. I like the second Gaddock Teague.
Yep.
I also like the Garruk Relentless. It deals with a lot of Corey's small stuff there. And just being able to kind of press your advantage. Like you don't care if a wolf trades with a Death Toucher.
Yeah.
So whatever. Rex Age.
I was going to say Rex Age just
yeah,
seems really
be able
important
to
here.
respond to Corey's plays.
The Abrupt Decay. No. Yay, nay.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the Abrupt Decay here because like you really care about the Aloran.
Yeah.
You already have Swords to Plowshares to deal with anything that's annoying, so
That's fair.
it's mainly if there's any non-creature, non-land permanents, CMC 3 or less that you like really have to deal with.
Yeah. I think.
that's about it.
Yeah. Seems reasonable.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
Let's head back on down to the match. And Connor gets to start off again with a Gaddock Teague.
Yep.
And Corey with a Baleful Strix.
All right. Got rid of that Baleful Strix with the swords.
I think
so-
Corey is perfectly fine with getting those swords out of Connor's hand.
Agreed.
He still needs to get rid of that Gaddock Teague, though.
Yeah. And Connor's just on, just trying to race here. He knows the best way to beat a combo deck.
Hey, Gilded
quickly.
Drake.
Ooh.
Does-
Hmm.
Sorry, lost train of thought.
Yeah, what'd you
Carly,
say
was
about Gilded Drake?
Nope, I lost it. I lost it.
Excellent. Very good. All right, I'm leaving.
And we're done. that first game, we're just
Good night,
we're
everybody.
gone.
All right, so Corey, all he has to do is play for 20 minutes and not lose. So, so we're going to look very hard at all of our cards. Make sure none of them are alluring and that we can win yet.
All right. He does have a Toxic Deluge, so that seems pretty good for the current board state.
Yeah.
And Connor does have his Sphere.
Okay. Oh, get that out of here.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
It is. Well,
Corey should have just been patient.
well, did we know? Were we ready? Did anyone
And,
know?
and look, he has the Aloran in hand now.
Well, that's depressing.
It
Feels bad.
feels really bad. And the Cavern Harpy. I don't know if he had another piece.
Let's read this
But
real
yeah.
quick.
Put that on the screen. Can you put that ball on the screen?
So let's bring up Damping Sphere real quick.
Yeah, for y'all who don't know, this card is pretty good against Storm-style decks. which Alorn essentially is. Some, just casting same spells
But
over and over.
we want to look at that second line there. Each spell a player casts costs 1 generic more to cast for each other spell that player has cast this turn. So even though Alorn lets you cast CMC 3 or less for free, this is still an additional tax on that spell.
Yep.
So you would not be able to just combo off.
That's really
Do
going to hurt.
it very, very slowly. Yeah. Corey's really regretting Abrupt Decay. He had that Deluge.
Yeah, he had an answer to the board. The entire board was answered. So now we just hope for another Abrupt Decay? Like,
I suppose so.
what do you do?
Like, do you just go ahead and Aloran here?
Good.
You can do one piece on your opponent's turn, one piece
Yeah.
on your turn, and
Well, once he untaps, he'll have
Alternate.
4 mana, so
Ah,
he, could,
yeah.
he could be drawing some
he can do
cards. He could do some
2.
stuff. Yeah,
2 additional, I guess.
yeah. So he could do 3.
Hmm.
Look at him go.
Strong. Value.
Woo-wee.
Just play around that card, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well,
he's
this
got
is fine.
he's got
This
some
is
mana.
Yeah.
Just don't try to Aloran it.
Right. Don't get greedy.
I feel like after all this, Connor's going to be like, "Ha! You said I shouldn't put Damping Sphere in my sideboard." And you're like,
Yeah, well,
yeah. You get,
we are not amused. Alright.
all right, what are we doing?
Do
I
the thing.
don't-
Do
I
something.
don't like Deluge here. Like, you wait until Connor gets something else on the board.
Yes.
You just go ahead and Cascade. Okay.
Yeah, just...
He's faking us out.
Yeah.
All right. Cascade.
But up. But up.
Abrupt Decay.
Yay!
Got rewarded.
Yay!
Would you like to shuffle this card before I put it on the bottom of my deck?
Thespian Stage is a bio. Good to know. Important information.
All right. So, Corey, if you slow down a little bit, we can see if you have the win in hand.
Yep, get that. Oh, well. Well then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would have done that.
Connor's just trying to hit him.
Yeah. The problem here is Corey's probably just going to go crazy this turn.
Hey, you got another Abrupt Decay.
Oh boy. We can abrupt all the things. Abruptly decay them.
So yeah, if he doesn't have the combo, you just kill the use.
Yeah. I feel like we have a combo.
Might have a combo.
Or we're going to try it. Okay, Connor has no response.
Corey's like,
Connor-
oh, I only have Cavern Harpy.
Trying on stack win. Do you mind winning? I'm going to win now.
Oh,
Win.
okay. Like,
Yeah.
the light bulb just went off. Of how
On how that all works?
yeah, you put the trigger on the stack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Neat.
That's how that works.
Okay. Well, Corey gets that one, 2-0. And we're going to see Corey face off against Blue.
Oh, yes.
Or Blue Sean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Playing Merfolk?
Oh.
So
There's a
let's
Oh.
get Sky Hussar up real quick.
Oh,
'Cause
yes.
You might be wondering, why is he playing all of these piddly guys?
I don't think I've seen this deck in 4 years.
Sky Hussar. It's the multicolor one. It's the one you can't cast. Because you don't cast it. So, relevant text. If Sky Hussar is in your hand, during your upkeep, you can reveal it tap 2 untapped white and or blue creatures, blue in this case, you control, and reveal it to draw a card.
Oh, yeah.
You can only activate it once, but hey, Phyrexian Arena is pretty good.
It seems fine. Seems absolutely fine.
But besides that, he's just playing a ton of 1-drops, including Curse Catcher, Judge's Familiar, which are basically just kind of Spell Pierce effects.
Yeah.
Slow down the opponent. Curious he's not playing the new Spirit instead of Curse Catcher to get a little bit more evasion. I think he just went ahead and grabbed the old deck list without
This
looking for any revisions.
looks exactly like the old
Yeah.
deck list.
He probably doesn't even know the 1-drop Spirit exists. I don't even remember the name of it off the top of my head.
I have no idea.
Okay.
But you are correct.
A flying Curse Catcher.
Yeah.
That's not Judge's Familiar.
Yep.
The other weird thing that this deck can do is sometimes you're just like swinging in with a bunch of weird 1/1s. Sometimes you exile spells to Niv Magus Elemental.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like one of the most fun ways to win is with the Flusterstorm and the Niv Magus.
Yeah.
You just go to town.
Like,
Wreck 'em.
I don't know what else to say besides it's just trying to tempo your opponent the best it can.
Yeah. It's just doing silly stuff.
Yeah. Like I don't know how successful it's going to be, but
Oh, no.
it's a thing.
It's probably going to be bad. But
Yeah.
you know what? Hey, it's only $800. So if you want to get in the Legacy right now, go ahead and grab this deck.
It's probably mostly Wasteland and Force of Will
Yes.
and
Well,
Flusterstorm.
at least $400 of it is Force of Will.
Yeah.
So there you
right.
go.
But yeah. Oh, it does have one of my favorite Innistrad cards, Scab Ruinator.
Yeah.
That was utterly unplayable.
It was.
But he's got so many 1-drops
Yeah.
that he might cast it a few times.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's pretty great.
Alrighty. Let's get down to the match. See if everybody's ready.
Ready.
Blue.
Well, it is.
Well, this was our pair up
Mm-hmm.
of the night last week.
That's true.
So I wonder if we'll have anything else fun and exciting going on.
Considering Sean's playing blue, yes, something will happen. Oh my God, with Niv Magus and like Flusterstorm and Aloran and like there's like, it's just like so many different things that can happen.
Ooh.
It sucks that Flusterstorm can't do anything with Aloran, but you know, whatever. Because all you gotta do is like try to daze one for no apparent reason, then Flusterstorm, and you just have like a million Flusterstorms in the stack.
Yeah. All right. And Sean is going to be able to counter every single 1-drop that exists.
Welcome to real life.
Yeah, that was a disrupting shoal.
Oh yeah. We went deep. What in the world?
It's like kind of Force of Will, except you have to be really specific. Sean's like, okay, neat. Stop playing basics.
Yeah.
I would like to wasteland you and play 1-drops.
Let's put this in.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
This costs 5. Or this costs 4 right now.
Float 2 in. Play this.
I think he's going to tick up Aether Vial. I don't think he's going to tick it up.
Oh no.
Just a thought. Maybe get to that Sky Hussar.
Yeah.
Because he can't cast it.
Super true.
Yeah.
How else are you gonna
Get
get
a
that
Violet
play?
in.
Yeah.
Untap all your creatures. Yeah.
All none of them.
Combat trick.
Get them.
All right.
Done with our ponder. Done pondering. In step. Oh
Niv
yeah.
Magus. Hey Ricky, can you bring up Niv Magus Elemental real quick? Got a lot of fun ones tonight. Let's make sure we know what they do.
Oh, this one's super fun.
Because I couldn't remember. This is only.
Exile.
Yeah,
an
you exile
instant or-
instant or sorcery spell. Okay. I wasn't sure if it could do any spell.
No.
Okay.
But that's why it works so well with Flusterstorm.
All right. Sean swinging in for 1.
Got him.
Poking Corey down.
Oh, just kidding.
JK.
Oh yeah.
Sneaky ninja.
Sneaky, sneaky, sis. Guess what? We just get the Violet back in.
They weren't very sneaky.
No, someone was very loud in the other room.
All right. What's Corey gonna deal with this ninja?
I don't know. Probably play a creature.
You know the
with Death
ninja's
Touch.
not a 1-drop.
It's true.
He should have kept that in hand and disrupting Shoal on a Lauren. Just, look at that. He's got all the answers.
Or we could just force some bullets.
Is he going to really force a will?
Yes.
All right.
He goes, not today. Not today. Get out of here with that.
Sean's like, only I get to draw cards off creatures.
Yeah, I want to draw cards.
That is my job. Corey doesn't even know what to do. He is stunned.
He is actually just completely stunned. Is it going to be Niv Magus?
Or is it going to be a bird? Burb. No, Niv Magus.
No, boring. Lame.
Going to draw.
We going to attack?
Swing on it.
Come on.
I think he's got another Niv Magus in his hand.
Just drawing so many cards.
I know, right?
Ninja's just like, hey, I got cards for you, buddy. Here you go.
All right. I'm surprised Sean doesn't want a wasteland there.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So what do we
I
got?
really feel like Corey's still going to outvalue Sean here.
Oh, yeah. No.
Like half of his creatures is cantrip.
Right.
I think they can trade pretty easily with that ninja.
Yeah. Probably. But if he doesn't, he gets to keep drawing cards with the ninja.
Maybe Sean didn't want a wasteland to give Deathrite Shaman another land. Because there's no lands in graveyards right now.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's extremely relevant. It's like, what does this card do?
We also have Martyr of Frost. Hey, let's bring that one up on
Yeah,
the screen.
Yeah. Bring them on up. Brainstorm. We gonna let a brainstorm happen?
Ricky's also like, what the crap are these cards? Where is it?
All right, get the brainstorm. All right. Pay 2. Reveal X blue cards from your
All
hand.
right, that's another good reason to keep 2 mana open.
You get to sack this guy, and you counter a target spell unless they pay X.
Mm-hmm.
So it's syncopate without the exile, essentially.
Yep.
Solid. But it's on a 1/1.
Yep.
And you have to pay 2 for it.
And you got to give away information from your hand. It's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
It's close.
Seems fine. Seems good. Look at that guy. He's got a stick with a stone on it. He's got to do great things.
Fear my stick.
He's blowing dust in the air like he's Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat. Gonna kill somebody with it. Just
Oh, my eyes. That was somewhat irritating.
oh no! I can't cast my
That's what he does. They're getting ready to cast a spell. He's like, God,
pocket
damn it,
sand.
man.
Pocket sand.
Dick move.
Ah, dude, dick move.
All right,
You
what
think
we doing, Corey? What we doing?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. My mistake. Only 1 second has passed so far in this round. It's felt a lot longer.
It's also still only match 2 of 6. It's all good. Alright, so Shardless into another Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman's just kinda just kinda hanging out. We'll make a mana. You'll make a mana?
What are we doing, Sean?
Oh, no. Oh, we swung with Deathrite, Sean.
All right.
We gonna block it? We can block it.
Mm.
Do it.
This
Do it.
seems meh.
Yeah,
It's a little meh.
it's not great. No, JK Lulz. We didn't do nothing.
You got me.
Aha!
Burb.
Bird.
All right. What are we doing? We got a force,
Cool.
but we can't really do anything on the ground. Just gonna kind of sit there.
Yep. Not really doing a thing.
Sean really needs a Sky Hussar to kind of get in this game.
He does. That card is so stupidly powerful in this deck. Oh, he can allure it in.
The
Sky Hussar.
no,
It's a 3-drop, isn't it?
no,
That was a 5-drop or something?
like a 5 or 6 drop.
Oh,
Yeah.
lame. Boring. I don't know. I've never seen that card outside of this deck ever.
Cephalid Breakfast. That card was also in.
Ah.
And let's see. Trying to remember.
Mhm.
There's a reason the untap. Oh, I remember. Okay, so you essentially mill your whole deck,
Okay.
and you get your Narcomoebas,
Mhm.
and
You talking about oops?
no, it's kind of like Oops. All right, I'm gonna take some time to look this up.
Pricing adjuster. For oops. You mean for Cephalid?
All right, I'm gonna look this up. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, it's fine. Meanwhile, the blue deck.
Meanwhile, Sean's gonna keep poking in the air for one.
This little bird. Come get him. Really just waiting on something to
Yeah,
happen. Like,
We gotta.
both sides are just kind of here. Oh, well, we got an Aloran. Corey's got an Aloran.
All right.
I mean, Sean's got a Force of Will, but...
Okay. So there are multiple Cephalid Breakfast lists.
Okay.
The one I was thinking of was the Sky Hussar list, where you had Cephalid Illusionist and Nomad Encore. That way you could just mill your whole deck, and then you'll get Narcomoebas.
Sure.
You Dread Return to get Karmic Guide.
Okay.
Karmic Guide returns Kiki Jiki.
Okay.
Kiki Jiki makes a copy of Karmic Guide,
Yep.
which returns the Sky Hussar, which untaps everything, and then you proceed to Kiki Jiki the Sky Hussar. Because you didn't have a bunch of different cards that untapped back in the day.
Gotcha.
The old way, like Hulk Flash
yeah.
used to do it, was it would get a sack outlet with Angel and Kiki, and in response to you making a copy of the Angel, you would have to sack the Kiki to bring back the Kiki.
Oh, we did it. We got the little guy. We get to draw cards now.
Ooh,
Get the card town.
and no blockers.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you can't have everything.
why not? I want everything, Justin.
Well, get more cards. And you can do that by drawing more
More cards, more money, more stuff.
It's true. Checks out. Look at all these cards Sean has now. Look at that. Cards for days.
All 4 cards.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's.
It's doing some card.
That's not good. It's not a good sign.
Oh, he has a Scab Ruinator that he currently can't cast.
Oh, depressing.
He'll get there.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. One day.
Corey could just grind him out with Deathrite Shamans. That's an option.
That's most likely what's going to happen, if we're being completely honest. But
But it does look like Sean used that Martyr of Frost already.
yeah, he
Make sure
countered
that
Lauren.
Yeah. Probably a good target.
You know, it is pretty good.
Like top 5 targets.
A couple of the other ones are more learns. Get rid of those. It's such a weird matchup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to say.
Strong cards.
Strong cards.
And he's got a burb.
Baird.
Beard.
Alright.
That's a good uncard. Beard bird.
Yeah. A beard.
Beard.
Baird.
Hmm.
What would its power and
Or
stuff?
Baird.
Oh, Baird. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, there we
2/2
go.
flyer for 2.
There we are.
Mm.
Yep, that's the one. When it attacks.
That's a lot more accurate than the new Bear Legendary.
Yes. So I guess we're just gonna play a lure?
Just gonna gunk up the board.
Probably. I mean, why not? How bored is Sean? Yes.
I feel like the Bear Legend, like
Yeah.
I would accept it as 4 power if it was just like 2 bears
Yeah.
mutated into each other.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'd be like, yeah,
Seems
it's
fine.
4 power.
Checks out. No, it's like what was the meld cards?
Mm.
You gotta meld 2 regular bears together. You know,
I like
you
the
know,
card that goes around. It was like 12 fucking bears. It's 24/24.
So good. Holy sh!
Sean's gonna draw another card,
Oh yeah.
and we're just gonna hang out. Neat.
Is it?
No.
One day someone will do something. The problem is Corey just like knows he can't actually cast much. Like so normally like the blue deck is actually like pretty okay because there's not a whole lot going on the board.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Lauren just gunking up the board,
Yeah.
nothing's happening.
Like Sean wants to play against a spell-based deck,
Yeah, definitely.
and it's like, okay, not gonna let you do anything. Poke you with some creatures.
yeah.
I don't know if this is necessarily the worst matchup for Sean,
Yeah.
but it's not ideal.
No, definitely not. It's not what his deck is set up to actually play against.
All right, so we're finally getting in the red zone.
I mean, what else is the Charlotte's agent doing? The answer is nothing.
By the way, Harley's the best.
Harley might be the best. He didn't get me a drink yet.
Okay. Harley is
He's so close to being the
the
best.
B.
No. Come back. One day I'll have a drink.
One day.
One day it won't be parched. Yay. Now Harley is the best.
You want to summon some devils?
How do you combo?
Yeah, I think he comboed.
All right.
I mean, that was just...
Or Sean just got bored.
No, he was already bored. It's nothing. All right. Well, I guess let's take a look at Sean's sideboard.
Yep.
Sean totally got bored.
Like, I didn't see the Aloran.
No,
I was like, all right.
it is a back to basics deck, and that's cool. Except there's too many basics.
Yeah. Aloran just throws everything off there.
It does.
I like the Jit.
Sure,
That seems good.
it's reasonable.
Submerge.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too.
Does it do much against a bunch of creatures that cantrip?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Like this sideboard is not. not
Like,
great.
maybe you just go ahead and back to basics. No.
No.
No, he has a bunch of fetches. You can just go and fetch basics.
Yeah.
Eh. Pithing Needle for Deathray. Oh, Pithing Needle for Cavern Harpy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I
Yeah,
like that.
for both of them.
Gotta have that.
That seems fun. You can tell we're really knowledgeable about this deck.
Yeah, let me tell you.
All right.
So yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Do that.
So, Jit, Pithing Needles, good to go. Got there.
Yeah, those are the cards I recognize.
All right.
I can't wait to see them. All right, let's take a look at Corey's real quick before we head back down to the table. And well,
Carpet of Flowers?
yeah, sure,
I think he plays a few islands.
just a couple. Carpet of Flowers is fine.
I feel like he would want a Might Stone in this matchup, not a Meek Stone.
Yeah,
Jite also seems good here.
yeah, definitely.
I also like Golgari Charm.
I was about to say
See
that.
if we could just wipe the whole board.
Yeah, let's just try. See what happens. That would be pretty sweet. Okay, so like those cards,
It seems fine. Like
Abrupt Decay's
Carpet
okay.
might not be necessary for this, but
Yeah.
Sean's playing a bunch of like taxing counter magic.
Yeah,
That it's like you just so easily play around it.
yeah. All right. Well, in the battle of the one drops, I believe Corey has a better
Ninja
one. Oh,
is being all sneaky again.
sneaky, sneaky, Sean. Sean is now on not a deck. He has no name under his deck.
We were
Everyone-
just so unsure.
Yeah.
Blue.
Is it blue?
Can you like just capitalize some of the U's and
Blue. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Lauren just like gets to win here, right? Like I can't imagine this blue deck actually going nuts. It's just not the style deck it's trying to play against. That's the problem. Like I'm pretty sure this deck list was from when like Aloran wasn't really being played.
Mm-hmm.
So it just doesn't have the
it's just
The
such a
sideboard.
slow clock.
yes.
Plus, you have to get through these Death Touchers. Like, Sean doesn't have answers for that.
Yeah,
Bluey.
I like it. Blue da ba dee da ba da.
Cracking a cold one.
With the boys. Currently, the boys are some weird elemental thing and a bird. Two dead guys and another bird.
I have weird friends.
Also, we had a ninja, but we kicked him out.
Get out of here, Brian. Ooh, Flip Chase in this deck.
Okay, I get behind that.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, any chance to play Flip Jace, I agree with.
You can counter more 2-mana spells with your.
With your Disrupting Shield? Heck yeah. Pure value.
The lines of the deck are weird. Like he has to.
Like, how does he deal with getting through a Baleful Strix?
He doesn't, is the answer. I'm pretty sure.
He just needs a dismember in there or something.
Yeah. Vapor Snag even isn't like, well, it's pretty awful against Baleful Strikes, but it would at least clear the way. And it's blue.
I think the next matchup's going to be a lot better for Sean
Yes.
playing against Storm.
I don't hate naming this man. Because, I mean, he plays sneak attack, who the fuck cares? He has to have a fell in addition.
All right.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Corey's doing some pondering. He does a lot of thinking over there.
He really
Does
does.
some brainstorming, some pondering,
He's really just got to consider life. and
some
what's going on.
librarian.
Librarian. He likes books. Big fan of books. Gonna read all the books. Okay, gotta land.
They're painful books, though.
That's true.
That's still a real
Is that how you get a hold of more books? Like, yeah, you have to like reach to the top shelf and it just falls on you. You lose 4 life, but
Yeah.
you're like, hey, I got a book.
Hey,
That's
no,
fine.
No pain, no gain. That's how it works. Does this ponder beat ninjas? The answer may surprise you.
I'm just waiting for him to combo off again.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll get there. Don't worry.
yeah, oh no, we're gonna play Crane Boy, Crane Dad.
Crane game. Ooh, need somebody to alter that into a claw machine.
Oh yeah, there you go. That'd be sick. All right, no,
That feels bad. It feels really bad.
yeah, it's not great.
I can't deal with a 1/3 that might give him a card. All right.
Do.
This is a little less exciting than last week.
It really is.
Like, we're seeing a lot of 1-drops, but not people randomly discarding cards
Mm-hmm.
or jamming 4/4s into play.
Yeah. That would have been a lot cooler had he just been like, Corey, give me that deck, and I'm gonna play that in Legacy this week and see what happens.
I'd watch that.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there's a few upgrades you can make to the Hollow 1 deck as well.
Oh yeah. Gotta be some good stuff. Is it the Deluge?
Storming off again. Oh, this deck's all camouflaged.
Yeah.
Sean's thinking. Cool if you could just like exile your opponent's spells. Like, nope. Munch, munch, munch.
Nom 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 nom. Well, that's a Cavern Harpy.
He's slowly assembling Voltron. I feel this is more representative of Voltron than Auras because you're literally putting different creatures together.
Now I'll form the head. Is this? Uh-oh.
Yeah, still good. All right. Sound was being a little wonky.
Yeah, that was weird. Well, we've tried for a learn.
You got dazed.
He said, no, no, no. Not today.
Oh, Kurt.
It's probably fine.
They're
Is there still supposed to be a Magic movie coming out?
No, I'm pretty sure that got canceled again.
I want to see
Yeah.
like how creatures and whatnot appear and how counter spells work, like IRL. Is like, I'm casting this spell to make this creature, and he just comes up and like slap. No.
No, it's just like the actual counter spell art. He just like stares at him, and then like the spell just fizzles out of their fingers. It's like, oh, well, dang. I mean, it's essentially just going to be Harry Potter, right? Like,
I guess.
I mean,
Sure.
if depends on what time of Magic we're talking about. Because if you go to the Tolarian Academy,
I just don't want it to be the kid gets sucked into another world BS.
well, you don't want a Captain N the Game Master style.
No. God, no.
I mean, yeah, you're probably right.
Planeswalkers are real.
That's right, boy.
I've got you, Jace.
Oh, no. Please, none of that. Everything hurts now.
Rather that than what the D&D movie was, I did not see the D&D movie.
Oh,
I've heard it's bad, but
give me your hate and all of your sorrow. Some Jeremy Irons action. It's great. It's not great. It's horrible. It's really bad.
so maybe spoilers. I think most people listening have seen Lego Movie
Oh, yeah.
and how it's like, hey, it's the kid actually playing with Legos that's going on. Why don't we do D&D like that? Where it's
Sure.
like, hey, there's the actual dungeon master and whatnot. And also let the actual dungeon crawlers screw around and like,
So, Stranger Things, but before Stranger Things happened.
yeah.
Just like... just the kids in there in the basement playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Stop doing charisma rolls on the catfish.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Man, it's just looking rough for Sean here. I don't know what he's got.
Well-
He's got that Nithmagus. It's yeah.
It's just... Does Sean Deck do things? Does it play the game of Magic ever?
All right, we got a reader. Why? What? Oh, he's responding.
Oh. Oh, no.
We got to back up for a second.
Oh. How will we respond? Probably by countering it, because that's the only way our deck responds.
Oh, he's going to force, pitch, fluster, target his force with fluster, exile them.
Sure. And then that it still gets forced. Yep.
All right,
Okay. I mean, hey.
it's something.
Yeah.
Now he just needs to wipe Corey's board and attack.
Get him.
Yeah.
Guess not. No, I guess not. And you can keep up one of those. You can play
Yeah. I don't think Sean's gonna make it. Yeah, he's
Yep.
dead. Yeah, he's dead.
DED dead. Okay. Well, Sean gets another shot next match. Corey gets this one 2-0.
So I believe.
Sean is going to be playing against Storm.
Yes.
Nathaniel is pretty skilled on Storm. He's been playing it and
He's played it a couple times.
yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty.
So Sean's best bet is to try and confuse Nathaniel as to what he's doing.
I think he will be able to do that. But will Nathaniel care?
He might not.
That's the problem.
He might just kill Sean.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. Checks out. Seems correct. So if you ever seen Storm, it casts a lot of spells. It tries to kill you with Tendrils of Agony. Now this is the Ad Nauseam Storm, which means that it's going to want to draw a bunch of cards with Ad Nauseam, so they can do that. You can also do the Past in Flames, like, from the graveyard sort of deal. It's got the Empty the Warrens as a secondary way of storming.
So
Pretty
I'm
simple.
I'm not too familiar with all the different forms of Storm.
Yeah.
Like I just know it as Storm. Like are there versions that don't play ad nauseum? I know
Yeah.
there's also like a Burning Wish
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah. There's that version, Ad Nauseam Tendrils, which is this, or Ant. Those are the only ones that I know of in Legacy. And then, of course, Standard is, or not Standard, Modern, I mean, is just your typical Blue-Red Storm. There's really no other version of that that I know of. I guess you have Pyromancer versus Brawl Storm, or versus Gift Storm, I mean, Gift Storm. But Pyromancer Ascension's kind of gone away completely anyways.
Yeah, like I know Ant, but no clue what the difference is for Tess or
Off the top of my head, I couldn't.
DDFT. Yeah, just not familiar.
Yeah.
You all will need to enlighten me because I have no clue. All right, but anyways,
Yep.
let's head down. See how this goes. Maybe maybe see a little bit more interaction.
Ready when you are. Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
I'm just waiting for him to be like, not ready,
Yeah.
not ready ever.
Me too. Alright, we got a clock. Got them getting ready to play. Sean is on Blue Woo Woo Woo. No?
Next time we do Legacy, we should get Sean to play Doomsday.
Ooh, I like it. Tess is only really in Vintage because you need Mind's Desire.
We'll
Okay.
also give him like the Doomsday manual, so he can look up like Chapter 3, Section 2, Paragraph 5, what to do with 5 mana.
Yeah, I like it. Seems good. Gotta get him to stop at like Doomsday Tactical on the way there, though, so he can prepare himself for Doomsday.
He doesn't have a 1-drop.
How does this not have a one-drop? What?
I am not telegraphing a Flusterstorm. Don't you worry.
I mean, there's only 4 in the deck, so Nathaniel's gonna have a hard time winning this match. What is Blue Woo Woo?
What is Blue Woo? Blue Woo, or Blue, is a bunch of 1-drop creatures in blue that try to tax your opponent. Well, it's soft counterspell your opponent,
also known
and
as-
draw cards off of Sky Hussar and Ninja.
It's also known as random stuff Sean had laying around and decided that it was Legacy legal. The deck. I think it only really showed up like once at an open or something, like, and then outside of that, it didn't do well. It won its one camera match, and that was about the full extent of this deck. Meanwhile, Storm, on the other hand, we might have seen that deck a few times. Daniel's just sculpting his hand, taking his time.
Psh, playing real decks.
I know, right? Lame.
I feel like Sean's played against Storm enough times that he probably knows how to navigate against it.
Well, yeah, it depends on the cards in his hand
Yeah.
more than anything.
He's got a Sky Hussar. He just needs to get some critters out.
Yeah, how are you going to draw cards without critters?
Get got.
Yes, it is. It is hilarious, table. Don't make fun of us for laughing at the Spell Stutter sprite.
Could have countered that one.
Could have. Could have.
Oh, it's going off.
Oh boy. Here we go.
All right. Don't need
kidding.
mana counters.
Just kidding.
All right.
You know what's better than Days? Days on a stick.
Yep. I disagree. Days is kind of a surprise.
You're right.
Nathaniel can kind of play around
But
it.
this Days can beat your
It can
opponent up.
attack.
Yeah.
I have to hit. My only options now are like a Caracas and a Revoker.
All right. Here we go. Storm.
Second burst, same as the first. All right. Let's see how far Nathaniel gets, because there's a nice flusterstorm on Sean's side.
Well, then that means Nathaniel will get all the way. And the Sean just goes, no. Stop it. Too bad he doesn't have a Niv Magus. Because then he'd be able to make a big old Niv Magus.
And die.
Well, no.
He would make a really big Niv Magus and then die
Well, no.
to the storm spell.
Well, no. Yeah, you would still counter it for as much as you need to.
Well, no, you need to target each one on the stack. That's why Flusterstorm's good. Like,
Oh, yeah.
even if you counter the original, the storm trigger still resolves.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. But no, I'm saying he could just counter as many as he needed to.
Oh, to still be alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but whatever. He's not going to be...
Whatever, man.
Whatever, just counter the things. Just...
I think this might get countered.
One would hope.
Either that or Sean's going to be really greedy.
I kind of hope he's greedy. Yeah. Nathaniel's not going to be having a good day
No.
here.
Like, he hasn't emptied the Warrens that he won't be able to cast.
That feel... That... Oh, no. What do
What
we
is
even
he-
do? What? No, don't do that. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, he's paying for the... Okay, so he paid for the Flusterstorms. Interesting.
Hmm.
Oh,
We hear from the table, oh God, no, what have I done?
no. Oh. Oh, he could have snapbacked. Oh, he's... Oh, but then we took 5 off Dark Petitions, so here we go. Yeah. Sean is telling Nathaniel how to play his deck. Nathaniel goes, I don't think I have to. I can do that. Has he played a land? That's the... Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Sean.
Land Lotus Petal into
Yeah.
Ritual.
Yep. Well then. Remember that one time when we said Nathaniel was going to have a bad time?
Yeah.
I think we're wrong.
I think he knows how to play his deck. I think he's pretty decent at that.
Yeah, so... Here's the sideboard for Storm. Probably going to bring in some Flusterstorms. Xanthid? Just cause?
I like Xanthid. I don't know if I like Flusterstorm here, since Sean's going to be trying to counteract that with a bunch of creatures.
Sure, it's reasonable. But Storm can just...
Does it go... I don't know if either of us have the answer to this, but does it go Chrome Mox to go faster?
I would assume so. That would make the most sense to me. I guess you could do that,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Sean's going to interact with Chrome Mox at all, so you could. That seems fine.
Yeah. And gives you that extra mana to play around as creatures.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Like-
Let's go to the other deck we're not very familiar with. A+. Great entertainment. Very informative.
Wahoo. So, yeah.
Yep.
I don't
Ooh.
even. What do you got?
Got hold on. Hey Ricky, bring up Ivory Tower.
Okay. Okay, I like that. All right, Chrome Mox doesn't come in and because of that many counter spells. So,
Ooh. I kind of like Ivory Tower
yeah.
because it makes it harder for Nathaniel turn after turn
Yeah.
to be able to kill Sean. Also kind of like Spellstarter Sprite.
Oh yeah, like that seems fine.
That's about it though.
Yeah, I agree.
Nothing else is exciting.
All right, well,
All right.
let's head back down to the table. Go ahead.
As Sean proceeds to mulligan.
Rage.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Yell at me to get back to the table to start the game. Mulligans. Yeah, yell at him.
Sean, you can start.
I'm mulliganing right now.
Sean, you're good to start.
Come on, Sean.
Sean,
Start.
you can start now. Nathaniel, could you tell Sean to start?
Proceed to the game, please. Thank you.
You might want to tell
sucks.
Sean that he can start.
Yeah, he could start though any moment. Well, no. Now he's on a mulligan 5. I'm not gonna yell at him for that. You know, I mean, I don't even know what his cards does. I don't know if he knows what his cards do.
Well, they're all one-drop creatures that can counter spells.
Sometimes, unless they don't, and then
Or if they're more than 1 mana, they draw cards.
sure, unless they don't when he dies.
Yeah.
Hey, it's one of those one-drop creatures that counter spells. Neat.
So remember, if you have a legacy event coming up, and you're looking for a really sweet brew, don't bring Sean's deck.
No.
Just
Isn't Sean,
stay at home.
like, a large portion of Sean's deck is actually just legal in Modern. You can just play it there.
Yeah, you're just missing Force of Will.
Missing Force of Will, Flusterstorm.
Yeah.
Like, you're missing some
The
big stuff.
Flusterstorm does matter for the Niv Magus.
Oh, it does.
You don't have a good
I didn't say it was a
replacement for
good
that.
idea to play it in Modern. I just said you could.
Well, it's not like it's a good idea to play in Legacy,
don't think
but
it was
if
a
we're
good idea.
brainstorming some ideas here,
I don't know if it's ever a good idea to just do this at all.
but yeah, this is even worse.
Oh, yeah.
It is
and we
even
miss
worse
Ivory.
Positioned in Modern because they play creatures.
Yes. Oh, no.
Oh man, that beatdown. I don't know what Nathaniel's going to do.
Well, to be fair, it does make his ad nauseum worse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something.
That was the trick. You just keep a one-lander.
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, yeah, if you keep a one-lander in your one-drop deck, the rest of the deck is gas.
Yeah.
You're just going to play something every turn. It's fine.
Mausoleum Wanderer. I remembered the name of the one-drop.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy's really good, actually.
Yeah. Replace Curse Catcher with that.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I would like to toot. I would like to toot for a Dark Red. Alrighty.
All right, Sean. Get him.
Go on now.
3 points at a time.
Hiya.
All right,
I
so
think Nathaniel has some mana.
he's got rituals. He's got past in flames. If he can empty his hand, I think he has this.
Alright. So here we go.
Let's take a look. It's in a book.
Read a book, read a book.
Oh, I was talking about reading Rainbow.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay, sure. Alright.
Well,
So-
Sean has more things, but he does have a Flusterstorm.
Yeah.
That's going to make it a little bit more difficult.
He has a Flusterstorm and 2 Force Spikes. Cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
What you gonna do about that, Sean?
He could Flusterstorm. He could pop one of his guys to see if Nathaniel actually responds.
Alright, that's
There we
the
go.
one we'll take. We have responded. Surprise.
We can pop another one to see if Nathaniel responds.
I dare say he'll respond again. I don't see any other line here. Like it.
Yeah, like he needs the Flusterstorm.
Yeah.
All right. Uh-oh. I have no idea what he's doing.
Well, so he paid what he could, so he couldn't just dump it all into Niv Magus. This is what Nathaniel did.
Mhm.
Which is fair. Yeah, it would have been better to sack both dudes and then fluster. He would have got, I think, 1 more power on the board doing it that way. But, oh well. It'll be okay. Unless Nathaniel just wins this turn.
More
which is,
burps.
incredibly possible. Okay, yeah, increases power by 2. Okay, sure. My math is awful. That's why I don't play these decks.
I don't expect you to just know Niv Magus.
No. That's good, because I don't. I know of the card. That is about the full extent of it.
Stories of Niv Magus have been passed down from generation to generation. But they are yet just tall tales. Oh, yeah, we could just look at the Oracle.
Nah. No good.
No. It will remain legend. Except not legendary.
Not legendary, though. Yeah, there's a difference. Alright, gonna abruptly decay that.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's power off the board.
Oh, man. If he brought in the divert,
Ooh.
it still wouldn't be enough.
Nah, that'd
Maybe
be
one
cool.
more.
That'd be neat.
Be really neat.
Did he do it? I don't think he did. Maybe he did. Will anything happen? One day.
Oh, he could divert it and then exile the days to it.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Nope,
Unfortunate.
things are just dead.
Oh, he hasn't drawn another land yet.
Yeah.
Well,
Can Nathaniel just go off this turn? Yeah.
he's got 2 turns here.
Nah, I think we're just gonna go off this turn. Just try it.
He's confident. It's not something I say much about Nathaniel, but he's confident here.
This is fair. Ooh. Alright. So Sean has a blue in his mana pool. No board state against the Storm deck. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Yep, that was it.
All right.
So,
Neat.
turns out that blue. No good.
Blue-y-oo.
Blue-y-oo-y-oo.
Blue-y-oo-y-oo.
No good.
No.
But next up, we've got Josh on Sneak and Show versus Nathaniel, still on Storm, obviously.
We got the real match of the night.
Yeah. Old Sneak and Show.
So you see, you take a sneak and show
Yeah.
and you put in an Emrakul, and your opponent cries.
Shake it all about.
Congratulations, you have learned the deck.
You could put an,
Like
you
it.
could put an Omniscience into play
Yeah.
and then still do that thing.
It's interesting that they've started to put a couple of Omniscience in, and it's
That's fine.
pretty powerful. You
It
can really
is.
play around a lot of things, like Gilded Drake.
It's very true.
Can't steal an Omniscience.
Yeah.
But yeah, being able to take that extra turn and not giving your opponent the opportunity to win the following turn is very powerful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have much to say. You put a big guy into play and you just smash your opponent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's
Yep.
all this deck does.
Yep, that's exactly what this deck does, and that's fine. That's
Yeah.
that's why it's good because
It's
it's
neat.
a nice, simple,
We might have a
clean deck.
fast match.
I would assume so. Both
Yeah.
decks are just going to try to do what they do quickly.
Mhm.
That's about it. It's really just going to boil down to who has better counter spells, usually, or who just has it.
Counterspell or duress or just being able to play around it.
Yeah. Nathaniel having like Cabal Therapy and things of that nature are really good here. So you might see that swing in his favor because of that. Other than that,
I feel the deck loses to itself more than anything.
Yes.
When you sneak attack your Emrakul in, and they go to somewhere between 1 and 5, and you just can't find another threat,
yeah.
and they just have plenty and plenty of turns.
Yeah, we do have the two main deck Flusterstorms here. It's pretty sweet. And for this particular matchup.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. This should be fine.
Okay.
Let's
head
on
down. Go, go, go.
Ready when you are. So I think I like Storm here better. But Sneak and Show does just have that raw power of just, whoops, I turn one. Like, it can
Question.
just do it.
Has Josh been informed that you just jam it?
Probably not.
Okay.
No.
Because,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I know we rag on Josh a lot. We don't want to.
No,
We just want him to learn from his mistakes and
must-
get better each time.
precisely.
Like, it's all good intentions.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair,
But
it's not like he plays
we-
this
we-
deck a lot or anything.
We go through a lot of cringy moments to hopefully see some improvement.
Yes.
Josh, we know you're rewatching this right now, and we care about you, but come on, man.
But the question is, did you jam it? If you did, when you're watching it later, you'll be happy that you did.
First, he has to find lands.
Okay, lands are super important. At least mana sources. Anything, really.
Well, like the first one, he only had a city of traders,
That's no good. That doesn't count.
and that one he didn't even have lands. But
Well, this
it-
deck is super light on lands.
like, it doesn't need many.
Well, no.
You just need a blue source and Ponder Brainstorm to
Yeah.
dig.
And that's what happens when you have, two combo decks against each other. They're just going to mulligan until they can get a combo. Or in Josh's case, at least the lands to play the game. Excuse me.
Uh,
What we got here?
it's nothing exciting, but I think this is a fine 5.
We've got another city.
So he has city, he has petal. On top was a mountain,
Oh,
but he might have to crack this petal to dig for a land.
yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. All right. Gotta start off with that petal
Yeah, don't play the land.
and preordain. Don't brainstorm. Please preordain.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Got rewarded. He's got lands. We're okay.
Yeah, that was scary.
That was really scary.
His hand doesn't look actually awful, though.
Yeah, he also found a Flusterstorm at the top, so he can
Yeah.
keep that in his hand.
Okay. Like, he just needs to dig for a little combo piece here, but, like, he's already got the Emrakul. He's got a Flusterstorm for interaction with Nathaniel. This doesn't seem terrible.
One thing I don't like is he put the Brainstorm second from the top.
Yeah, I'd rather be drawing that.
So instead of being able to use his preordain to get to another piece, like he's
Yeah.
going to need to keep the Brainstorm. Oh no, he put Brainstorm on top. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we both saw that incorrectly. No.
No.
I don't like this.
Yeah, I like the preordain here to be able to put some of those on the bottom.
No, we got a fetch land, though.
He's not getting punished.
You know what? I'm
The
fine
deck
with it.
plays itself.
Proud of this. It's all good. Alrighty. And now we can
Either that or we're just bad and we don't know how to play it.
That's also full. That's acceptable. I'm cool with that.
Get the volcanic that's at the top.
Yeah, that's the one. That's where you want to be.
I think we'd just go ahead and pass here. Be able to keep up the Flusterstorm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Alright. Back on over to Nathaniel. Let's see how close he's getting to putting his combo together. Looks like he has a Cabal Therapy there.
Yeah,
Probably going to start with that.
it's usually a safe bet.
What do you name? Oh,
Okay.
Well-
Well, I think the first time you almost always start with Force of Will, because it's just kind of the more common, like in all these builds and stuff of that nature. But yeah, you're definitely gonna see that Flusterstorm and know. Okay, now I gotta name that next time.
mhm.
Because it's not like he knows that he's on, that many Flusterstorms, or even have Flusterstorms in the main for that matter. So I don't know if that's normal or not for Sneak and Show these days. Alright, let's see what happens.
I don't know if I like naming Force of Will until I'm absolutely ready that I want to go off.
Sure, that's reasonable.
I'm not certain everything that's in Nathaniel's hand right now,
Yeah.
and if he's able to go off. It does look like he has a second Cabal Therapy, I believe.
Okay. Well, that's
So,
really good here.
This might be a safe one. A lot of times I would name Brainstorm, but since Josh already used 2 of his Brainstorms, I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So naming Force of Will is probably safe, and that allows him to resolve the second Cabal Therapy.
Yeah. And I believe that is what he named. No, we're probably just going to go ahead and get that Flusher Storm out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It doesn't really matter.
Yep.
Josh can just cast it or not. It's cool.
Yeah, it's better just casting that in case Nathaniel wanted to go for a combo piece instead.
True. Yeah, I'm not...
Might want to wait to play that land.
Well, he's got more cantrips, but I think it's, yeah, just shuffle it up.
You find that other combo piece.
Yeah, I really just need to rip show and tell here. Which then, even then, might not be enough, to be fair. Nathaniel might be able to just go off next turn.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Nathaniel's worried about a show and tell right now.
No. Yeah, he's much more terrified of like a sneak attack, which, well, there's a spell pierce. It's something.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the best, but we'll take it. It could be enough to screw up Nathaniel's math, and could help.
All right, Nathaniel. You going to go for it? Is the coast clear?
I mean, I feel like we go for it. Wasn't that the whole point of last turn?
Mm-hmm. Nathaniel just passes.
Interesting.
I guess he's waiting for one more piece.
Yeah, he must not feel... Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So this is interesting for Josh because he wants to be able to keep up the spell pierce.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to wait a turn. And I think that's a show and tell on top.
I think so.
So that allows him to just go ahead, pass the turn, see if he can get... No, no. Don't do it, Josh.
But the thing
Don't
is,
do it.
he's been told to jam it.
No. This...
I
We're
know.
past the jamming point.
Listen, I know what we are. I know what's up. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. So passes it.
'Cause he also
Gets to
has
keep the
sneak
spell
attack.
pierce. Yeah. So the following
Oh,
turn,
yeah.
he just gets to show and tell in the sneak attack,
Attacks.
activate. Nathaniel no longer has lands.
Yeah. I didn't see you got the sneak attack there, too. Yeah, that's exactly what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. That's sweet. Infernal Tutor. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's fine.
I don't know why Josh is tapping extra mana, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, he does that.
All right.
All right.
Now you jam it.
Come on and slam. Welcome to the gym. Don't tap wrong either. That's actually super important here.
Don't ponder either. No.
No.
No. No. No. Not again. No.
Oh. I don't like this. I know what he's going for. I get what he's doing, but it was not
No.
not the way.
Nathaniel's not playing any counterspells main.
Yeah. Boy. Well, Nathaniel, can you win? Probably.
Gets
Around
rewarded
me are
turn
familiar
after turn.
Faces, worn out places.
Josh gets rewarded turn after turn.
Well, that was the problem. The deck could only reward him so many times.
Bangs head on table.
Oh, it's so brutal. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, holding priority. Crack the thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to see how that played out. That was
Well,
It's just going to town here.
oh,
I might need to stop now.
well then. I think that's probably going to do it.
Oh, don't worry, guys. I'll make sure to clip it tonight if nobody else does.
Yeah, somebody better clip that.
Batalha, 48. Thank you for getting there. I probably butchered that.
Yep. No, we are not always Legacy.
Doing
We-
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
We hadn't done Legacy in a while, so we decided to do that tonight. We do have a new set coming out, so we'll probably have Standard for a week or two coming up soon.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're doing it next week. We might wait until the week after that.
Yeah, I haven't heard.
But we try to switch it up some.
Yeah. So,
Nathaniel, Cabal Therapies, make sure it's safe. Proceeds to shake his head at Josh
yep.
and generate some mana.
Go get the thing.
Yep.
Cast the thing. Target him with
And
the
dead.
things. Kill the guy. Emrakul
It's
don't
dead. Dead wrong for his play.
Had he just done... Oh, man.
Yep.
Why didn't he put...
Yep.
Oh.
Ricky, just bring up the sideboard, please.
You can't sideboard better.
All right. So we got. So you see,
Blood Moon?
he already has a lot of main board hate for this matchup.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Graft Digger's Cage for Past in Flames,
You could do that.
maybe.
You could.
That's about it. Pyroclasm if you're thinking he's going to empty.
Yeah.
And I never like that.
I don't think you worry
Decision.
about that.
Yeah.
I think
Think you
if
just-
you're dead to that, you're just dead to that.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
I don't like anything here.
All right. Next one, Ricky.
Xanthid Swarm.
Yes, definitely Xanthid Swarm.
Chain of Vapor? No.
No. it
No,
doesn't.
because that doesn't do anything. No,
Is this the Chrome Mox matchup? You can also bring the Fluster Storms to be able to deal
Yeah.
with the show and tell.
yeah, this might be the Chrome Mox time to shine. Because you are just trying to be faster than them.
It's just another combo deck.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Nothing
Yeah.
too interesting.
No. Yep.
Pile Josh.
Rough.
So I got 3 piles right
We
now.
only got 3. Well,
Can we get 4?
It's technically only 2 piles, I believe. Well, alright. It's technically 4 piles. You got the sideboard, the main deck, the stuff you're taking out, and the stuff you're putting in. So we're up to 4 piles.
So he's considering
I like that. That's
Red
true, too.
Elemental and Pyroblast, in which I do not like.
No,
Nathaniel doesn't play that many blue spells.
I do like that. You can make the argument for Breach. Because as we saw there, just putting Emrakul into play doesn't mean anything. You
Correct.
need it to get that Annihilator trigger.
Yep. Like you need to get Nathaniel off of all possible resources.
Yeah, even just having Grizzlebrand with haste, giving you lifelink or giving you 7 more life, hitting Nathaniel for 7, hurts his ad nause and makes him have to storm off for more.
Or allows you to draw more cards into petals to have counter magic up.
Yep. There's a lot going on there where haste really does matter, so that's fair. You probably just take out the omniscience for that, through the breaches. Because omniscience doesn't really matter here. Ready when you are.
Yeah, you actually rather have a larger density of enablers for your combo.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Josh has Brainstorm, Ponder, Lotus Petal, Sneak Attack, a couple lands. Seems fine.
Yeah, this is actually a very solid 7 for Josh. Start with, okay.
Yeah, he has a Spell Pierce in the hand.
Oh, I
He's
see,
just trying to
Okay.
be careful.
I didn't see the spell pierce. That makes more sense.
Like, he's perfectly fine to just go ahead and shoot off that Brainstorm at the end of Nathaniel's turn.
Definitely, definitely.
And he has the Ponder to fix up the top of the deck as needed.
Yep. That makes sense.
That's a good one to Spell Pierce.
Yep, seems like what we want to be doing. Just don't think about it.
He's thinking about it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Well. What do we got here? What do we want to keep? Alright. We got some
And
lands.
It looks like he put both. No, he put one Sneak Attack at the top and a land,
Yeah.
so that he draws into the other Sneak Attack, and
I like
then
that.
he gets to Ponder.
Yeah.
Actually, he gets to fetch, refresh the whole top of the deck, and
Then
then go ahead and Ponder.
Yeah. That seems pretty good for him. What will Nathaniel take? Yeah. Not knowing about the second one. Definitely.
It'd be funny if he just next leveled him and took the Ponder.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, he still had the Spell Pierce. That's what he was hiding on top.
Okay.
Yeah, would definitely like starting with a fetch there.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we got? Sneak attack, Grizzlebrand.
And Show and Tell.
Oh. Oh, hello, combo.
Seems fine.
Hello, everything we've ever wanted.
And Josh is debating if he wants to try to do a Show and Tell into a Sneak Attack.
I do like that. But the problem is...
I think it's going to be a little too slow.
Yeah, how many turns does he have
Yeah,
left?
he wants to be able to just snap off that Show and Tell and put it in the Grizzlebrand next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what he decides on. All right. Nathaniel gets to see what's going on Josh's side. Hi there, Spell Pierce. And then we're going to follow it up with a Ponder, I believe.
Yep. Seems like the thing to do here. Just setting up a couple of Infernal Tutors, and I can't quite see the other one. Might be a Ritual.
I don't know that he's ready to combo off yet, especially
Yeah.
knowing that Josh has that Spell Pierce.
Yeah. No, he's going to want to build up a little bit more resources here.
I could see Josh just possibly waiting another turn and sneaking in the Grizzlebrand, but
Yeah.
probably not as good of an option. The argument is you sneak in the Grizzlebrand, and then you draw and try to hit Petal plus Emrakul. Well, he already has the Petal, actually.
He does. Well, they got
So-
Flusterstormed anyways.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Like, next turn he just gets to sneak in the Grizzlebrand.
Yep. It's not too shabby here.
See, getting rewarded again.
Little
I
duress.
think you just let this go.
Yeah, you want your mana right now.
Yeah, dude. Like, the only thing they can take, that Nathaniel can take, is that Spell Pierce. So, popping your Lotus Petal does nothing.
Yeah. Well, the only other thing you can think of here is that if he has Therapy in hand, he could have followed it up with a Therapy. But at that point,
All right, Josh.
what are you doing? Here we go.
All right. So, against Storm, where you want a bunch of life, do you go for the draw a bunch of cards with Grizzlebrand?
Can't get that land.
Yeah.
No.
Hold on.
Josh is just
Josh, you can't get a mountain with a floated delta.
since you want to put yourself at a high enough life total, do you just go ahead and swing in with the Grizzlebrand and put yourself up to 26? Or do you go ahead and try to dig and just win the game with an Emrakul?
Me personally, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to kill him this turn.
Okay. Because
I don't like playing the long
26 life might not be enough.
No.
Nathaniel might be able to just still win through that.
game. Yeah, I don't like playing the long game against Storm. Every turn you don't win is a turn closer to them just getting everything. All right.
All right. Looks like Josh is going to
All right.
lose some life, draw some cards.
All right. Like I said, I like this play. I think it's where you want to be.
He's got some Force of Wills.
He has a few. My
right.
goodness.
All right. Come on, Josh. Draw some more cards.
Yeah, I say just do it. Once you've already
Draw
gone
the
this far.
cards. Draw the cards.
It just taxes your.
Less forcibles this time though.
Yeah.
The issue is I have.
All right, come on, Josh.
Come on.
You have to do it now. There's no reason to
You
do
don't
it
wait.
after combat. No,
No.
Josh.
No.
Come on now.
No.
Boo.
Stop it.
Well, here we are. No.
Oh, now you're just going to...
Oh, what a.
There was a Lotus Petal. And an Emrakul.
Oh, so had he just drawn the 7, he won.
Yes.
Whoops. Kirby in actual tears right now.
I feel like he does this on purpose.
If only. Go ahead, put those in your graveyard. All the Force of Wills.
Chat's asking. We don't have any lands matchups today.
No.
We have, well, we had Maverick, which you'll get to see if you stick around for the rerun.
Yeah, it's the closest we had, though. Nobody on Turbo Depths or
Yeah.
lands today.
And I didn't want to play Loam because we had Maverick already, and they're a little too similar.
Definitely.
Not only that, like solid theater in the air.
Shalrema paid him to take the fall.
It's funnier this way. You're not wrong.
But you're not winning any money.
Well, you're getting it back in entertainment.
Josh.
Saw that.
Shouldn't it just be Josh? No.
Just Josh with a sad face after it.
Yeah,
Oh.
that works.
So, chances that Josh dies this turn.
Very likely.
Cool.
I am expecting a Cabal Therapy, naming Force of Will.
Well, I mean, he gets the force it, to be fair.
He does.
Why didn't he do the thing? Twice now. Twice had he just done the
I
thing.
know.
I just want him to learn from this. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, just one of these times. One of these times.
Yeah, like I'm fine with him making mistakes. Hey, we're all human. We make mistakes, but I need him to learn to not do it again. Okay, we're pondering. I mean, there is a chance Nathaniel doesn't have it.
Yeah.
It
He
it's
does have to fight through 2 Force of Wills plus a Flusterstorm.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Nathaniel's getting this one.
Yeah, probably not. But then again, Josh could just not play it correctly. So who knows? All right.
Just like a coin flip. He could win the game, or not. Or do the thing.
Oh
No.
no!
No. You don't start with that.
Oh no! Okay. So we just win? Can we win? Do the win?
I'd hope so. I could stop. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, cool. Whew. Whew. All right. So Nathaniel's now going to be on the play.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Nathaniel wins based on what I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
Hands that Josh could have that would beat that would be something in line of show and tell, sneak attack, again, Emrakul, get your lands. You don't get to do this today
Mm-hmm.
with Lotus Petals and such. But Nathaniel his deck naturally can just win quickly.
I'm just waiting for
And
a
he's on
turn
the
1.
play. He's not gonna turn 1, I don't think.
No,
I mean,
he could.
I know he can.
It'd be neat.
It would be neat.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Well, Nathaniel would be having fun. Josh would not.
Well,
Or maybe he would be. Who knows? I can't tell Josh how to live his life.
you certainly haven't been up to this point.
I thought about getting on this microphone and yelling at him and telling him to do it, but here we are.
Josh, come on, Josh.
Alright, Nathaniel's hand looks fine. I don't know if let's see, what does Josh's hand look like?
See a pedal.
We're about to find out. Okay.
Thank you, Nathaniel. He's so kind.
He is. Oh.
It's slow. Like, it's fine.
I mean, it has
It's not,
potential.
not exciting.
I mean, the deck is like 90% cantrips.
Yeah.
So. Alright, go ahead and start with that brainstorm. We already got a fetch land, so it's fine. Yeah. And you have a ponder to shuffle it up, so. Emrakul. No
And
other
lands.
combo piece, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is fun.
Just put a couple things back.
Yeah. I like putting a land in Emrakul. Like, have Emrakul on top, you're going to draw it next turn. It's fine. And that's about it. Well, we've
Nope,
kept Emrakul.
It's still
though.
in there.
I don't necessarily agree with that,
He's
but
hanging around. Hey,
hey,
how's it going?
hey, I tore the Aeons. That's what I do. I'm big old 15-15. I can get beat up by squirrels.
I'm in the moon.
Hey y'all, I'm Emrakul. I'm in the moon. How y'all doing? It's real cold up here. It's made of cheese. Don't care for it.
You guys are mean, trying to put me in the moon. I didn't want to hang out with you anyways. I'll just go myself. It's my decision.
It was an adult decision that I made.
Guess Nathaniel doesn't have a terribly fast hand. He also only has 1 land.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it seems
But-
like he might have brainstorm locked himself. He does have another brainstorm. He's got
Yeah.
another chance at it.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that Josh is not putting, not fetching first.
I would have shuffled all of that personally.
Yeah.
Well, I
Like,
guess.
maybe there's an argument that you can get the other piece and you want to be able to go city.
That's fair, actually. But meh,
I don't know. I have a hard time arguing that.
that's fair. Like I do see what you're saying with that line, but I don't know.
Because best you can do is then, what, you show and tell, and hope Nathaniel doesn't have anything. Okay, so we got a
sneak attack.
force, we got a sneak attack, we got more lands.
Well, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Alright, well. He is putting the sneak attack back on top.
All right, proud of him. All right, did the thing.
He does not have a blue card for the force.
Yeah, but
Alright, what do you have, Nathaniel?
Oh.
This is your window.
the problem is he's only got a Volk. He has no black source outside of LED.
Oh yeah, so
He can't really do much. It was really bad placement for Nathaniel here.
alright.
Come on and slam. Or do you
Welcome to
wait?
Japan.
Jesus Christ. Do the thing. Seriously.
I don't know what he's debating on.
No. Yes. Yes. Nathaniel says, probably, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, it's game over.
No, not necessarily.
Nah, it's probably game over.
Like, Josh could just whiff for a bit.
Alright.
Like I was mentioning before we started this match, like sometimes the deck can just lose to itself by not drawing another threat. Josh doesn't have Ponder, Brainstorm, or Preordain, or another
This is true.
big creature in his hand.
That's fair.
So he could just whiff for a little bit.
Could. But putting Nathaniel down mana
3.
is pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, and at 3, so Ad Nauseam is certainly not an out anymore of any kind. Not that it really was before. He didn't really have the mana or sources to do anything with it.
Yeah, this is definitely a situation that I'm sure Nathaniel wish he did not play that Lion's Eye.
Definitely. Alright, and a little shuffle action. And alright, Nathaniel, what you got?
He's got cards. Maybe
true.
one's a land.
I would assume. Hopefully. Maybe. Yes. Okay. We're at 2. And we finally got that black source we've been looking for. Now here's the thing.
So Nathaniel should know that Josh doesn't have another. Well, he could have another Emrakul.
Alright, here
He
we
definitely doesn't have Grizzlebrand, otherwise he would have just attacked with both.
go. Correct. Yeah, the playing of that Lotus Petal was actually pretty telling. Alright, so he's like, cool. We're not dead currently.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
we're dead.
yep. Got rewarded.
Josh, play.
You don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, man. Well, here we are. Okay. Well, Josh shows that 15-15s are really good.
Alrighty. And we're going to head on over to our last match, which will be Josh on Sneak and Show versus Harley on his
Weird robot
legacy
stuff.
shops that plays like large affinity. Woo.
Yay. Woo, indeed. But hey,
Alright.
good job, Josh. Josh won. Proud of him.
So Chalice of the Void and Thorn of the Amethyst is going to be really good for this matchup.
Yeah.
It's going to give Harley plenty of time to set things up. Not give Josh too many options to search for things. He's going to have to play a lot of his Ponders, Preordains, either like a turn later, or it'll just get countered by Chalice.
Yep. Not to mention, Harley's sideboard is actually pretty stacked for this. Sort
Oh,
of
he also
thing,
has
too.
Revoker main to
Yeah.
turn off Sneak Attack.
Yep.
Yep, seems fine.
Yeah.
Seems pretty decent. Pretty decent.
Pretty decent indeed. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Snaring Bridge sideboard.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Looking pretty okay.
Spyglass. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be doing okay.
Oh, you also have Revoker to turn off Grizzlebrand.
Oh yeah, that's super relevant. You're right. That's real good. Okay.
All right.
Well, let's see how this matchup goes down. Who you gonna root for on this side? Thinking Harley.
Who do I feel deserves it?
Harley. Or is it? Or we really want Josh to win? Because I'm fine with that too. I like wanting Josh to win.
I'm wanting Josh to make the right plays.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
He could do a complete 180 this game.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, okay, this is the correct play. Let's jam this down, swing in.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
Proud of him. Yep. Little golf clap.
I have my sideboard and I have my deck. And I'm like,
All right.
like, what's up? I was like,
I don't think Harley's at 2 anymore. Ready when you are.
alrighty, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, Josh gets to go first. That's
Oh, we're rolling the die. I
Yeah.
love it.
alright. We're learning the controls,
Yep. Technology is hard.
and let's get that timer started. Yeah, just starting Harley out at 2 doesn't make a difference, you know.
It doesn't.
Oh,
It
but no, except
does.
for Ancient Tombs.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't make a difference.
Well, it's also one swing versus like 2 potential swings. It's enough of a difference. Because it's really hard to activate Grizzlebrand to find Emeralds.
We don't mean to be pessimistic on this on the stream. It just happens sometimes.
It's so easy to be. It's my natural state.
We want a good time. We want exciting plays like you all. Just doesn't always quite happen. All right. So
Josh got a pretty sweet hand. If he had a show and tell there, that was a turn 1.
he's got Lotus Petal. He's got Omniscience. He's got Emrakul.
Yep. And he had Ancient Tomb. He could have done the whole thing if he had it, but hey, it's fine.
Josh, you're not responding to that, so Flusterstorm's not going to do what you think.
You can. No.
No. You're going to be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, Harley's going to call you out on this one.
We don't have any miracles, but our Lauren player loves looking at the top of his deck.
Big fan. Uh-oh. That card doesn't work the way you want it to. So Josh is probably no longer going to win this game unless... Nope, that card doesn't work here.
Nope, doesn't help.
Sure. I probably wouldn't play that.
Well, just got to find a show and tell naturally. Or we can live long enough
Uh-huh.
to hard cast Omniscience.
Ooh. Be still my beating heart. J.K. Laws will never cast anything again.
All right, back to the show and tell plan. Let's just hope Josh doesn't die by then.
I think he's going
5-3 is a lot of damage.
It's a pretty solid
Really
clock.
fast.
Yeah. Yeah. How much damage? A lot.
$5.
Play another one. Do it. Uh-oh.
Man, that's also not great. Can still show and tell. All right. Now we got Grizzle.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay.
He's just scooping.
Yeah, no. He sees the writing on the wall. He understands. It's all good. So,
All right.
so that happens.
So we know what Josh is taking out.
Is it Flusterstorm?
It starts with a fluh and ends in a storm.
Solid.
Abrades seem really good.
Braids are real good.
I'm not sold on Blood Moon in this matchup.
No, I don't mind Echoing Truth either, actually. Braid and
Yeah.
Echoing Truth seem good.
Both seem fine.
I don't think there's much else we really want here.
No. You don't need to change too much out.
Yeah. Just take out the Flusterstorms and maybe the Omnisciences. Like, go from there.
Let's see. We talked about Ensnaring Bridge. Definitely like that one.
Oh, Bridge is fantastic.
Spyglass.
Spyglass. And I think you take out like Jit. I don't know. Steel Overseers maybe. They're just like
Yeah, there you go.
it's meh. Or I don't know. Maybe Vault Scourges instead. Steel Overseer actually can create quite the clock.
Mhm.
But you do something like that, like, or even possibly just cut down on one of each of your threats or something. But yeah,
Like Metamorph doesn't seem great here.
no, Metamorph's pretty meh.
Yeah, it doesn't work the way you want it to. 'Cause
No,
the creature already has to be on the battlefield.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, you want to bring in those bridges and those spyglasses and everything else in this deck already is just working towards.
Already got a Caracas.
All right, it's already there, folks.
Neat.
Done did it.
Cool.
All right.
All right. This is a nice quick one.
Ready when you are.
I know we had a lot of grindy matchups right at the start.
We really did.
I think we were going into round 4 at like 9:45.
Yeah. Yeah. These last few rounds have just flown by. Yeah, I definitely was like, oh man, we're not going to get out by to like 11:30 at this rate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's 10:30. Okay, sweet. Yay, everything's fine. Got time to go get
Like
some food.
that one night we were here until almost midnight.
Uh-huh.
Also made the mistake that one night to do 8 rounds. Yeah, these are fast. Go ahead, throw another one on there.
Wrong.
Oh God, what have we done?
A lot of the Red Stompy players think that Blood Moon's like amazing, but like it's just.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
And then if I play tax effects, they can't play anything.
All right.
Do, do,
Well.
do.
As we're getting closer to the end, we are going to be doing a replay right after this for anybody that missed our earlier rounds.
Yep.
So feel free to catch those. We have some interesting stuff, some fun stuff.
We have
some
Sean.
grindy stuff.
And Sean.
Some blue.
Sean playing blue.
Yeah, if you missed the blue, yeah, you're in for something. In for something.
Yeah.
All right, we're off to start with Chalice.
Ooh, Chalice gets
That
countered.
gets countered.
Excellent.
M2B2 number 1. Thank you for following us. We really appreciate it.
Josh's hand here, not the worst, but just kind of got to dig for either a show and tell or a sneak attack. I got a sneak attack, I'm sorry. That is what that is.
Mhm.
So he needs to get a land.
Yep.
Preferably a soul land. You go to town. It's not too bad here. What's Harley thinking?
We're in the tank
Well, I think he was really hoping. Yeah, okay. That makes
on
sense.
a wasteland.
Float that blue? No? Okay.
Draws another brainstorm.
No, we got a show and tell.
Okay.
We need mana now.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate. Well then.
Alright, so just go ahead and put sneak attack second from the top.
Yeah. Alright.
And do some preordain. Maybe hit a soul land. Look like another sneak attack.
Yeah, that's really awkward. Definitely don't be needing that.
Alright, draw.
What we got?
Grizzle Daddy.
We have threats.
It's not quite what he wants.
No.
Wonder if Harley has another wasteland.
That would be quite disgusting. No, but we do have Caracas, which is extremely good.
Yeah, those show and tells seem a lot less exciting.
Yeah.
Probably one to keep that sneak attack.
Yeah. I definitely agree with just getting that Seal Overseer out of there as well. That thing creates quite the clock. His show and tell should be exiled. But, to be honest, I don't know how much it's going to matter.
Mhm.
I'm going to yell at him real quick, though.
Okay.
Hey, Josh, your show and tell should be exiled in your graveyard. Sorry. Apparently scared Harley to death.
Just come out of nowhere. Luke, I am God. Write this down.
We brought in the Blood Moons. I don't hate that. It's actually pretty good here if we can get a land.
Alright, well, Harley's got a little bit of a clock,
Yeah.
and that Caracas.
Jeez.
Alright, so,
Josh is not.
good news.
Uh-huh.
Josh can deal with the Caracas.
Yes.
Bad news,
Mm-hmm.
he's getting beat down 2 points at a time.
Yep.
Worst news, there's a thorn that he has to play around now.
Of course. He gets the land on the turn. The thorn is in play.
Yep.
Well then. Yeah, he goes, hold on. Can't do anything. Just get him.
Yeah, still don't like siding in this Blood Moon.
Like,
I like just
yeah.
trying to sneak attack around the Caracas.
Yeah. Like, I get it. But, meh.
Do you? Do you get it?
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's why I said it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Just want to be sure.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You can take things back.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Okay. No, I mean, here's the thing. I've known Josh for a while. I get what's going on in his head. Doesn't mean I agree with it, but I get it. Also, he's almost completely locked out of the game at this point.
Yeah.
In fact, he might be locked out of the game.
I have a feeling Revoker is probably on that Lotus Petal.
Yeah. Probably.
Mayhaps.
Or it could just be on sneak attack, because it doesn't actually matter. Now that we have Caracas, like,
No, I think you do it on Petal to just completely cut Josh off from being able to do anything.
yeah, okay.
Because you could potentially draw another land, dig a little bit further.
Sure, sure, sure.
But it's not looking good. Looks like he brainstorm locked himself.
Yeah.
He's got a
I mean, he had to,
Preordain and a Ponder to get out of it.
yeah. He's running out of time.
Yeah, 3-turn clock here. Actually,
No, next
no.
turn.
Next turn, because he can just activate the
Mm-hmm.
factories.
And Josh is dead. Josh doesn't know he's dead, but he's dead.
Something I was thinking about after we talked about the sideboard. Do
Mm-hmm.
you like Pyroclasm in this matchup?
You know, it's starting to
Probably
look real
now,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Previously now.
Well, yeah. To be fair, like Josh didn't see this side of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't happen. Like Harley just straight taxed him out of the game. All right, Josh, you're dead. Hate to tell you.
Blarg.
And that's game.
Woo!
Well, that was just very unfortunate. Josh got kind of screwed over on lands there, but 'tis the game.
Yep. Had some.
Well, I definitely.
We had the grindy. We had the fast.
Yeah. The Fast, the Furious.
I don't know how furious.
No one was furious. I lied.
Furious as in frustrated?
That one. There
Okay.
it is. Out of all these rounds, I believe round 5 was my favorite. Had the most going on. Got to yell at Josh a little bit. That's always entertaining.
Got rewarded. For no reason.
I believe
For
we
no
should-
reasons.
We're gonna need to ban the blue deck from ever being here again.
Oh, man.
That was not the best,
All right.
but here we
But
are.
that's going to wrap it all up for tonight. We'll be here again next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah,
don't-
I'm not sure. Might do a little new standard. Might do something a little different.
Yeah, we'll talk it over. Figure it out.
We'll figure out.
It'll definitely be probably one of those two.
The week after that,
Mm-hmm.
we'll definitely be doing new standard,
Certainly. Yeah.
getting some of those decks in. Might do a few fun ones, and then try to do some more competitive ones the week after that.
Yeah. So please stay tuned for that. Speaking of staying tuned, stay tuned for a replay of tonight's events. Going to be going on just as soon as we are no longer live.
Goodbye. We'll
All
catch
right.
you all next week.
Farewell.
Catch you later.
Bye.